I said your zodiac sign. Put it in the chat, guys. Okay, with love, we gotta have a little reality check real quick. You gotta just be the best you can be, not anybody else. It's only you at the end of the day.
Hey, what is up, everybody? Happy Valentine's Eve. And if you are watching me on YouTube, happy Valentine's Day. I hope you guys are having a really nice Valentine's Day. I hope somebody showed up for you, whether it's your friend or a significant other or yourself, you know, because self-love, top tier. So I'm back, going live. I need to take a little break, but I'm back, okay? And we are back with a Valentine's Day episode. So if you guys want to be in the live chat of any of my lives, remember, all you have to do is go to twitch.tv/she's the voodoo child. I'm going to have my little animation back up here shortly. I've been slowly rebuilding the build back up, okay? Because that little sprinkle transition I had, it was giving me a headache. Wasn't gonna work. So I got my little tulips. I got some candy and stuff, trying to set the mood. Tomorrow, if you're on Twitch, but later on in the stream, if you're on YouTube, we're gonna be giving more Valentines. We're gonna be giving more, stuff. But for the first half of the stream, we have 4 relationship stories. Okay, we have shenanigans on the Whisper app. Y'all better chill on these apps. Like I keep telling y'all, look, you do not need a significant other for these damn holidays. You're going to end up on the ID channel. The second one is a little bit longer and it's called Bridesmaids ? Y'all know it's wedding season. This is the time where, C19's over with, people trying to come out and stuff and drama. Then you have TRIBETEA, the homegirl, the DL man, and the unicorn. Oh my gosh. Okay. And then lastly, he almost got me. This is the title story that I put on Twitch. I'm not sure what I'm going to title this on YouTube, but he almost got me knocked up and kicked out in the middle of the night. That doesn't make any damn sense. So did he try to knock you up and you were like, absolutely not? And then he kicked you out because you wasn't trying to, I don't know. I'm still gagging on the unicorn, but pause. But I'm going to get into it because I have not read these in so long. So let me just get on to the first story about Miss Whisper app. I don't know. Is this the app that y'all told me, like, usually people are, like, cool on there or something? There was one app that y'all were like, it's really hard. Why is my hair on this damn cord like this? Y'all said there was this one app that it's, like, really hard to be a fuckboy on there or, like, be shisty on there, I should say. Is that this app or is that a different app? Let me know because I don't remember. No, okay, it's Hinge. Thanks. Because I was like, I remember one of these apps. Y'all were like, no, it's actually not that bad. Okay. Y'all said y'all never heard of Whisper. I heard of Whisper, and I'm not in the single life. I've heard of Whisper before. I don't know if that was just the same one. You says it's an anonymous app. Huh. So is it a dating app? I don't know. I'm about to take these damn lashes off if I keep touching them though. Okay, my bad. Let's get into it. Hey Naja, this is my first time writing in, but I'm sure I will send in other tribe teas. I've been watching you since the nipple piercing video. OG. I was just thinking about that the other day. I was like, dang, that was literally a phase of my life where I had those, and like, would I ever get them re-pierced? Don't know. They said they found the video while watching YouTube in their AP Lit class. You should have been in class, okay? You should have been in class, friend. I was 18 then, but now I'm 25 sending this in, and I still love all of your videos. Well, thank you so much for sticking with me throughout all my little phases, They said that their story is about something else that they should not have been doing in that class. Okay, that makes me feel better that it wasn't just me. Like, you just was not vibing with the class. Ooh, They said they were talking to older men on the Whisper app. What in the Lifetime TV movie? She said, by the way, I am a Virgo. Shout out to all the Virgos in the chat. And I told y'all I've been watching Lifetime and stuff, decompressing from the holidays. And these new Lifetime movies, it's all about these kids doing this on the internet. And we're only 2 years apart, so I get it. They're not talking about you, but it's just crazy how this is the little stuff that we used to do when we only had like this smidge of social media, and now it's like I'm talking, it's bad, it's scary, it's crazy. It's crazy. So they started all of this when they were 18. So they're still in high school, AP Lit, or they could be freshmen. I'm not really sure, but they're 18. They decided to go under the sexual confessions page on the Whisper. So it's like a board. When I say there are some messed up people on there, I mean it. I probably heard almost anything you could think of in the DMs on there, but I will spare you the details because I know you don't like seeing. Thank you, friend. Thank you. Because sometimes I be getting sent the most craziest stuff. I'm not even going to hold y'all. I probably heard almost anything you could think of in the DMs, but I'll spare you. It was easy to have multiple people DM me because in all of my posts, I would include that I was 18 and a female. Oh my God, friend. There were two main people that I kept in contact with who I met through there. The first guy I'm going to call Nikki. He was from India, but had moved to Texas, which is not the state that I live in. Our conversation started as sexual, and we had exchanged explicit pics. No. What were you doing this for? Like, no shade. What were you doing this for? Like, were you doing this for money? Were you doing this out of curiosity? Were you doing this out of like, you genuinely have feelings for this person? Like, what is going on here, friend? Huh. I pretty much sent anyone and everyone pictures on there. And that's besides the point. But honestly, it makes me sick to think that there are probably still pictures of me out there somewhere. There definitely are. Unfortunately, there are. There are. There are. People like this that be on these type of anonymous forums are collectors in a sense. And they share shit. Like I say, like Pokemon cards. Like, you can either go to, I'm gonna have to find it. It's not one of my YouTube videos. I can try to find it if you hit me up again about this, but or if you're like really concerned about it, there's a website where you can reverse image search to see if you are on any type of sites or anything. But the fact that you are 18 is gonna be hard to get stuff down, but the fact that you're not consenting to it, you may be able to. But they're definitely out there, bro. The internet is gone internet. Damn, bruh. Our conversations finally turned to other topics, such as the Color Festival in India, the fact that I was a senior in high school. Why does he want to talk about that? Ooh, they said keep in mind, bro is 27. Stranger motherfucking danger. Are you kidding me? Bro, I don't even know any 18-year-olds right now. Like, what are you doing? That is very creepy. 27 and 18? Oh, wow. What? Yes, I know this was a creepy red flag. Then why did you? Oh my God. Oh my God. We soon developed a friendship. Friendship, we moving backwards. We hustling backwards. This man does seen you butterball naked. And now you're over here talking about a friendship. We developed a friendship and text at least every other day and exchange kick. Oh my goodness. Do you have his phone number? Okay, you said you text. Okay. We would video call semi-frequently, and he would help me when my laptop was messed up and when some of my schoolwork with some of my schoolwork for the first couple years of college. Damn, so you kept in touch for real. Were you getting some money, girl? Shit. I doubt it, because 27, that's very hit or miss to have something. Wow. He actually said that when I got married, he couldn't wait to go to the wedding and couldn't wait to attend it and give me a big hug. And I was excited at that idea as well. What? You would let him go to your wedding with your new man? Oh my God. Or woman, I don't know, but like at your partner, I would feel so fucking, that's like inviting an ex. And like if they're not giving you money and like paying y'all rent or like sponsoring the relationship or something, you know, yeah, you're not coming. What? I'm shocked right now. Y'all are literally a kikiing about. That's why I said it's giving Lifetime movie, because like, what the hell? It went from we sending nudes and stuff to I'm paying for, no, I'm helping you with your homework. I'm helping you with your laptop. I want to go to your wedding. Like, does he want to have a sugar daddy daughter dance? Like, what is going on? Oh, wow. Y'all said I have a friend who is elated to invite all her little years she is cool with to her wedding. That is just so messy to me. I just feel like that's the equivalent of being like, I still got it, when it's like, what? It's like, no, I still got it. Look at all these people who I've been with, but they still fuck with me. They still want to be around me, and it's like messy boots, so messy. Oh my gosh. He even showed pictures of and talked about me to his family when he visited them back in India. Yeah, well, I bet you he didn't tell them how old you were. Like, another year goes by and we talk less frequently over time. And one day he says he thinks that we should just stop talking. I got pissed at this because I felt betrayed, and he stayed around for a while, but since then we drifted apart. And it's been about 2 years since I heard from him. I'm gonna keep it a butt with you. Like, culturally, it sounds like he had to actually go ahead and get married. He's 27 years old when he met you at 18. Like, yeah. Over here talking about, he talking to his family about you. They probably saw you as a little white girl and was like, if you don't leave this little girl alone, like, what the fuck? Bring your ass back home. Start a motherfucking family, you grown ass man. Like, leave her alone. Oh, wow. That's crazy. So now there's another guy. Oh, Lord. There's another guy. The second guy I'm going to talk about is Mr. Tim. Mr. Tim, guys. I started talking to him in a similar way that I started talking to Nikki, but we never exchanged explicit pictures. Okay, that's a good start. He was around friend. Oh my gosh. He was around 32 years old at the time, and he became my online daddy. Friend. Duh. Oh my gosh. What? Mind you, I didn't even know his name. And he didn't even know mine until maybe like 4 months in. Oh my gosh. And then this is like around the 4 month is like when we stopped talking. Y'all is sure we're talking about where is your father, bruh? I want to know where is. I'll go back to this. When you were in high school and this first started and you were still under people's roofs and shit, like, yeah, your people should have stepped in and been like, who are you talking to? I noticed you got a little boyfriend. You got a little, like, what's going on? And maybe if it would have got nipped in the ass back then, you wouldn't have been so, like, open to continue this form of socializing on these type of, like, forums and shit, right? I'm just glad that you're still here with us to write us the tribe tea. Like, seriously, because these internet spaces can get dark. Like, very dark. Very, very dark. And shout out to everybody that just came up in here. Hey, what's up? What's up, Solar Moon Quartz, my girl? But, yeah, no judgment. Like you said, yeah, no judgment. But I do feel like this could have probably been nipped in the butt earlier, and this wouldn't have happened. Glad that you're here with us, though. So, she said, when we stopped talking, it was around like 4 months in, and we would talk almost every day. And he would ask pictures of me smiling, and we would talk about our days. Honestly, we did not have very interesting combos because of the large age difference. So I don't even know why I kept talking to him. Girl, I know why he kept talking to you. Honestly, we didn't have that good combo, blah, blah, blah. I guess I was looking for an outlet of some sort. Also, he had a wife. Shocker. That's why the combos weren't that interesting, because he had to sneak and geek to text. He had a wife and said that she knew about me. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Wow. He said that she knew about me and was okay with it, but I knew that was bullshit right away. I didn't really care, though. Damn, friend. Damn. You got to be careful, girl. You going to end up on Southern Fried Homicide. Mess with people's husbands. Messing with people's wives. That shit's dangerous. Look up the murder rates. Not to scare y'all, because I can't even watch true crime anymore because my nerves are so damn bad. Like, not to scare y'all, but that's the likelihood of if you get married and you die of murder. That's pretty much the likelihood of that. That's how you going out. It's pretty freaking high. So yeah, maybe don't involve yourself in a triangle with married people. You can end up dying, bro. So she knew it was bullshit, but she did not care. Anyway, there was a guy my own age that I had a friends with benefits situation at the time. Really? Damn, you got a lot going on. We eventually made it official and went on to date for 7 years, but we broke up this year. That's confusing. How old were you when you and the friends with benefits turned boyfriend started dating? So I can put a time span of like what was going on, but oh well. I told Mr. Tim that I was now serious with this previous friends with benefits, and he said something like, "Oh, okay, that's fine," and then ghosted me. I never heard from him after that, and it honestly wouldn't surprise me if he was a conspiracy theorist. Oh, I can't say that. I can't say that, friend, but that's some table talk. I would have kikied at that joke. I'm not gonna lie. I would have kikied at that joke, but I know that some people have like died from that, bro. I can't do that shit. Let's just say that this dude is a conspiracy theorist, and he's probably not here anymore because of his way of living. So most of the other people I met on Whisper, I only talked to for a few days at most. I have not touched that app in years, and I don't want to again. Hopefully you don't judge me too harshly. Girl, no, girl. You're good. She said, hopefully you don't judge me too harshly for this time of my life. I was young and dumb, weren't we all? And I'll attach a picture of me, my partner, and our puppy. I'm on the right in the picture with the puppy, and the left in the clown picture. Ooh, y'all did little matching clown costumes. Okay, I see y'all. Ooh, I like the one with the puppy. Y'all look like you're gonna go to a salsa class. Like y'all about to go dance. I like that y'all both got on blouses. And that puppy is so damn cute, dude. That puppy is so cute. Well, I'm glad that you are obviously still interested in the internet because you're here. However, that you've gotten out of the underground. You've gotten out of the dark place. Like, you're like, yeah, I like real life. This is great. Because it can get dark and it can have you in these weird, codependent, parasocial, but not parasocial. Like, it's very interesting. Let's just say that. But I'm glad that, you're in something steady, because if you were with that past dude for 7 years and all that shit was going on, like, that just sounds very chaotic and unstable of a relationship. So it's nice to see that you're in something stable and you guys look nice together. Hope you guys are having a nice Valentine's Day together. I'm rooting for you. But yes, I do agree with Anaya that your story is very common. A lot of people, unfortunately, have a story where somebody online older than them has tried to do something. It gets crazy. It really does. Ooh, she sent me a receipt. I'm going to airdrop myself this. Did she blur it out? Okay, bet. But yeah, I don't know, y'all. It's a scary world out there. And if y'all got siblings and stuff, like, definitely talk to them about, not sending certain pictures to people. Even if you turned 18, like, trust me, bro. Trust me. Tell them, like, hey, do you want to be famous? Like, if you want to be famous, you can't be having news circulating. Like, where we know now today, famous people be naked all the damn time, be having OnlyFans and shit all the damn time. But the kids don't need to know that. Just let them know, yeah, you don't want to be naked, bro, because then you won't get booked, baby. They'll already have typecast you as something else. Damn, y'all say Twitch hitting y'all with them ads. They need to chill. Shout out to the YouTube people. Let me know, do y'all be getting ads on YouTube also? Or is it just streams all the way through? But I agree, we definitely need more internet safety courses. Do they even still do, like, remember when we were kids, they used to do, like, in the auditorium and shit, like, we would have to do whole movies and people would come up on the stage and talk about shit. They'd be like, yeah, bro, don't talk to creepy ass people on the internet. They will pretend to be kids. Don't do it. Like, don't do it. Okay, so y'all said YouTube doesn't put ads on. That's interesting, because before I go live, I make sure to click on YouTube, turn on ads. So that's cool. That's like a smooth little watch. Twitch probably just assumes that we're going live way longer than we are, because there's no reason why it should have that many freaking ads, girl. I agree with you. Oh, they're just talking about STDs in school now? Yeah, they need to get on this online safety, because now everything that was being done in the streets is being done on the internet, because the internet is still the Wild West. That's why Obama tried to put in that fucking stupid censorship. And all it did was cause society to create words like unaliving and SA. Like, it didn't really do anything to stop these dark spaces online, where there's a reason why predator catchers and shit is such a popular public humiliation ritual that we as a society still partake in, because there really is no consequence, bruh. There really isn't. There should have been online safety yesterday, right? Like, it's a mess. It really is. Oh, damn. Okay, there we go. Oh my gosh, this girl is so cute. I hope y'all not. Are y'all beefing? Both of y'all look cute. Oh my God, this dude looks like Gaston from. Okay, let me stop. Let me get back. Let's get into the next story. But before I do, thank you so much for sending me in yours. I'm so glad you're in a better space. You're taking time to, focus on you, living the real world, doing you. Give us an update. Let us know how you're doing if you'd like. And yeah, if anybody else in the comments has gone through a similar experience, like, feel free to share for anybody else that's watching that may have thought like, I might want to do sprinkle at 18 years old, freshly turned 18, like not even thinking about any other type of prospects. Shoot, speaking of sprinkle, even Miss Shira went to damn school. Like, shit, guys, it's gets scary out here. But let me know what you guys think. I'm about to move on to this next story about the bridesmaids. And I'm assuming this is the bride and the groom. The groom looks like Gaston. Like, he does. It's that Disney hair. Ah. All right, let's get into it. Hey, Naja. Hey, girl. I've been watching you since 2018 and have even submitted a spooky story a couple of times. Ooh, my fave. That's my favorite time of the year. I'm not gonna hold you. My story was the one about the music/tattoo festival at the... Girl, I don't remember. There was the music... Oh, no, I do remember. The music festival at the Reformatory. I do remember now. And I wanted to share an experience with you in the tribe to get you guys' opinion on the situation. This happened almost a year ago. Oh my gosh, a year. So I'm mostly over it now, but still, something to talk about with some of my friends now and then. Okay. And for context, at the time of this story took place, everyone involved was between the ages of around like 22 to 23. All right, so let's begin. So for background purposes, I had been friends with this girl. We're going to call her Sid. We were friends since high school, and I would say that she was one of my best friends. And while we did have our ups and downs, she remained a close friend of mine throughout college. I went to a university in a different city and had the traditional college experience. Sid stayed at home and attended classes at community college in our home city. I would say because of all that and because her parents did shelter her a bit, she struggled to maintain new friendships post high school. So she never went to I be forgetting about COVID. That's a thing. Because I was about to say she could have just went on campus. She couldn't take no classes on campus. Someone made a good point in the chat where they're like, these school systems are not even like teaching children on proper safety, period. So they're not going to be teaching about internet safe or nothing. Like, and I agree with you. I just seen a video this morning of a teacher asking 13-year-olds who knows their shapes. None of them, maybe 5 out of the 30 students knew their shapes. And he was like, well, we need to learn how to identify a triangle and a square before I can ask you what the area of the square is. Like, and I was just like, damn, it's really got to that point. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm about to take these lashes off because I can't keep getting my eye poked. But it was just really sad to see. And it was the same teacher that went viral in the first place for saying that the kids are behind. The male teacher. If y'all know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it was pretty crazy to see. And like, my younger sister is 13 and I know she knows what her damn shapes are. So that's why I was like, damn, is she going to be the ones? It's crazy. But yeah, speaking of parenting and stuff, back to the story. She said her friend Sid parents sheltered her and she struggled to maintain new friendships post high school. The friendships that she did make were through her job and were mostly superficial. They didn't seem to last more than maybe a couple years. Girl, that's cool, bro. I don't know how I feel. I think that that's healthy. Let me know what y'all think. Am I projecting? I think that's healthy, bro. I probably have like right now in my life, I have 2 friends that I've known since grade school that are like actively like in my life. 2, right? But I still have made new friends over the years. I've probably hung out with them for 3 years, pause, and then I'll come back. Like, we'll pick back up. Like, I feel like when you get older, it's not that deep, you know? Like, it's not that deep. Like, you can't be viewing friendships like super, super deep. Like, I don't know. Remember that saying, time in a season? But hey, that's just my opinion. But I guess I get what you're saying. Like, she hasn't made a new friend post high school where it's been a long time. Like, she's nurtured a new relationship. So I understand what you're saying. Like, because it would be like one thing if it's like, damn, you don't have like one friend. Like, I'm not going to judge her for it, but you don't have like one person who's been there throughout the whole thing without being like F you or you being like F them, you know? I don't know. I see both sides. So during my junior year of college in 2021, I applied to study abroad while my whole senior year in England. Oh, wow. Okay. I will be leaving for the UK in September, and this experience was going to be 9 months. I would say maybe around the time I found out that I was able to go, Sid started seeing this guy she matched with on Bumble. We will name him Ben. I'm going to call him Gaston because that's what he looked like. They had gone on a few dates, okay? But I didn't get a chance to meet him before I left. So one tidbit I'll add is that a little after they started dating, she refused to get her C-19 vaccine. Her family tended to feed into her anxieties, and they also believe that you shouldn't trust what's in it. And Gaston also believed this. So I got to the point that oh wow, okay. Pause. When are we gonna get to this has to do with you? When are we gonna get to when this has to do with you? Because I'm not gonna hold you. It's giving you telling her story. Because now you're up here talking about she getting kicked out of college because she wouldn't get vaccinated. And Gaston supported her. What the hell, girl? Oh, wow. Okay. T. When she told me all of this, I swore I was thinking in my head, like, you are so stupid. I chose to disagree with her, and she knew I did. But I personally felt like our friendship mattered too much for this to be the reason for me to cut her off. I will say, though, that after that, I definitely felt some judgment towards her and a bit of shift in our friendship. My thing is, so what? Like, that doesn't have anything to do with me. I'm about to get vaccinated. You don't got to, same vice versa. Like, but I'm also not about to. This is one of those topics where I would just be like, look, friend, I'm not about to argue with you about this because we obviously have different viewpoints. Like, science, whatever the fuck you got going on. Like, I don't know, but we just shouldn't go there. Oh my gosh. So I went on to England, had the time of my life. And with all that in mind, Sid and I would FaceTime now and then and play catch up. She and Ben were getting increasingly serious. Oh, I forgot. We're calling him Gaston. She and Gaston were getting increasingly serious and eventually moved in together. And I thought it was fast, but she was living her life and I was living mine. With all that distance and time difference between us, I wasn't really able to keep up with her and her relationship. So during those 9 months, it was quickly developing while I wasn't there. I never met Ben, and from what I heard, I didn't really care for him. Well, there you go. There you go. So, this is where the story really starts. I came back to the States and was able to meet Gaston with my first few weeks of being back. He was fine. Not my cup of tea, but I wasn't the one dating him, and Sid seemed to really be in love. So a few months go by, and Sid invites me and a few other girls she was still sort of friends with from high school to dinner. How old are y'all? Everyone in the story is 22 to 23 years old. Ooh, that's a little young to be getting married. That is a little young to be getting married. All right. But I wasn't the one, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So a few months go by, and Sid invites me and a few other girls out to dinner. She tells us that Gaston proposed, and she said yes. Personally, I was like, okay, girl, good for you. I was happy for her because she was happy, but I didn't get to see their relationship grow, and I didn't really care for him, but I was trying to be happy as I guess I was expected to be. Honestly, I didn't feel as close to her as I did before I left the UK. Hold on, let me go back up. So what's y'all friendship? Y'all were friends since high school, and now you're 22, 23. And you said y'all were best friends all throughout high school and college. Yeah, I don't know, bruh. I know there's some things in life where if speaking up could change something, do it. There's a difference when your friend comes to you and they're already like 5 months fucking pregnant by like a loser ass dude that does not treat them right and shit. Like you saying, girl, you fucked up. Like this is a dumb decision. That's not going to help anything because that baby is babying, right? Something like this, I would definitely speak up and be like, hey, you don't think that you guys are moving a little fast? Like, well, how are your parents reacting to this? Okay, have you met his parents? All right. Like, girl, I would be having so many questions. So many questions. Especially if you considered yourself her best friend at one point in y'all, relationship. Like, I wouldn't have been like, oh my God, I'm so happy for you. I'd have been like, oh, you said yes? It's kind of early, you don't think? Okay, have you met his parents? Has he met yours? All right. Have you done a background check on him, girl? Like, what the fuck? So, and then she says, I didn't feel as close to her as I did before I left UK. Well, duh, because you were gone for 9 months and then the 1 week you come back, bro is already about to propose to her in his mind. He's already gonna do it. That's not something a dude just does overnight. Like, he already knew he was gonna propose to her when you got back in town. So it's kind of not fair to be on something like, well, I didn't feel as close to her, so I couldn't say nothing. He didn't even give you the chance to see your friend. Like, I don't know. It seemed like we just took different paths in life and didn't have that much in common anymore. I still like to go out, partake in a few party favors now and then, and was single. I could tell she sort of looked down at people who were still doing that at our age. Mind you, she was 22 at the time. She wrapped up in this boy. She's wrapped up in being in a relationship. Has she ever been in a relationship when you knew her? Like when y'all were in high school or in college? Or is this her first serious relationship? Because it's giving that. It's giving he's also low-key probably controlling. Because it's like, why were you so quick to tie this girl down? Got her acting 42 at 22 because you could still go out with your girlfriends. Just don't go out being a wingman type shit. Like, you could still go out with your girlfriends. I feel her on some, like, I'm not really trying to go out to, and I know a lot of y'all can relate that are in relationships. I'm not really trying to go to certain spaces when I'm in a certain phase of my life type shit. However, going out with the girls to get brunch or to get some margaritas, to get like, I don't see that as, looking down on people. Like, girl, if you don't go out with your friends and get that margarita, you're gonna end up with man stench on you. Like, you need to go outside and get some air, especially at 22. Especially at 22. And there's this saying that we've coined on Tribe T, because that's where it came from. One of y'all said this, and I've just been giving it to everybody, even in my real life. If we would have married the first man we shacked up with, she needs to run. Like, she needs to cut it out. And yeah, she might have been mad at you for a little bit for being like, are you sure about this? You know? But when it all goes to shit, you're going to be the first one she calls. I'm just keeping it a buck. So I just felt like we were starting to be on two different pages. And at this dinner, she told us that we were all invited to be her bridesmaids. Okay. None of us had ever been a bridesmaid before, so we didn't know what to expect. Another tidbit I'd like to add is that she made her 19-year-old sister her maid of honor. Keep that in mind. Does she even know, like, what any of these roles entail? Advice for anybody out there that's doing a bridal party: you get the richest auntie to be your bridesmaid of honor. Period. That's supposed to be your right-hand girl. Anything happen, you need something, you need to swipe the card, you need to... Yeah, I could already see where this is going. She's about to put all these expectations on y'all and then single you out because you've known her the longest. I bet that's what's about to happen. So she invited us bridesmaids to the engagement dinner party, and none of us had ever been to one or really ever heard of one. Honestly, this wedding shit is just a whole bunch of, ever since I got engaged and I started researching, it's just a whole bunch of like stupid formalities that really are unnecessary. Like the engagement dinner, the engagement brunch, the bridal shower, the rehearsal dinner, the like, and it's just like all of this stuff. And it's like, is this really necessary? Is this really necessary? She said, I ain't never heard of this shit in my life. Maybe that's just us, but because of that, we came empty-handed. That's another thing. It's like, y'all are expected to bring gifts. These young brides and shit need a wake-up call. This economy shit. Like, y'all need to wake-up call. She said she wanted y'all bearing gifts to every fucking bridal party or little event there is. Yes, thanks, chat. That's what I was looking for. Performative. It's very performative. It's very, who is this really for? I don't know. It seems like a waste of money to me. They said, looking back, I feel bad that I came with nothing, like not even a card. And afterward, I came up to Sid and apologized for not bringing anything. And she explained to her I'd never been to an engagement party before. And I also thought to myself that we were all in our early 20s. And some of us are still in school, and there would be more events in the future for us to bring her gifts, like her bachelorette party or the bridal shower or the actual wedding. I just simply couldn't afford to buy a gift for every major event. Sid told me that it was okay, that I didn't bring a gift, and she appreciated me going out of my way to apologize to her for it. So here's my thing. Again, any of my ladies out there, you trying to get married or do this little shit, bro? You need to realize that when you, or if someone's asking you to be their bridesmaid, you need to realize that it's so taxing. You're going to have to be at every appointment as if you are the bride themselves. And that one appointment you miss, oh, now you're not in the bridal party no more. Like, I'm talking, you got to go to the dress try on, say yes to the dress bullshit. You got to go to the hair and makeup trial bullshit. Like, you have to do like, it's just so much. It's just so much, bro. Everybody is too young to be doing what they're doing. And you have to be considerate of the fact that maybe you're financially okay to get married, but your bridesmaids are not. They can't keep up. And that's not fair, you know? So maybe like have bridesmaids that are like your aunties, like I said earlier. Like, I don't know. Or if you do have your sister be a bridesmaid, your mom better be taking charge behind the scenes, you know? So she announced that the wedding will be in October of 2024. Okay, so they're getting married this year. I hope all their stuff works out. Nice fall wedding. As time went on, Sid started opening up to me about how she felt the lack of support. Baby girl, you literally gave yourself a wedding date 2 years out. She just told me, even though, now it's February 2024, but I got this. She said it was 2 years away from then. You mean to tell me this is, I don't know, bro. I don't know what I'm about to do about this wedding shit. Because you mean to tell me, maybe I just empathize too much. I don't know. You mean to tell me you wanted these people to be at your beck and call for 2 fucking years? 2 years? 2 years? Girl, you should have got all of like your vendors and all of that stuff together, right? And then said, okay, I'm going to introduce my bridesmaids. Why are you having all of these parties and shit so early? Like, but now I see why she was a little bit moody. Like, damn, y'all couldn't give me no gifts because it's like her fucking bridal shower is in 2 fucking years. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. This is crazy. I could not do this. I could not do this for somebody. I don't know. Shout out to Motion. Thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. Thank you. They said happy 5 months. Sorry I haven't been here much lately. Life's been kicking my ass. Friend, me too. Keep pushing though. Keep pushing. Happy Valentine's Day. You are loved. But man, yeah, she working them bridesmaids to the bone. I couldn't do it. I would have had to cancel myself. I'd have been like, yeah, I can't do this. This is too much. So Sid starts saying she doesn't feel support from the bridesmaids. She confided in me how she didn't feel like girls were supporting her or celebrating her like she sees the other girls on Instagram. Baby, the other girls on Instagram that are your age are Nepo babies and their mommy and daddies are paying for everything. If you go on YouTube after the weddings are done, after they do their series, I can't tell you how many people I have seen where at the end of the series, they ask like, hey, so how did you pay for all of this? Oh, my dad paid for it. My mom paid for it. Like, girl, it's Instagram. Instagram is fake. It's fake. Oh, wow. Mind you, she chose girls that she was still kind of friends with from high school. I really don't think she was actually that close with some of them and only chose them because she had no one else to pick. Can't you just have like 3? Can't you just have like 3 bridesmaids? I mean, it looks good up there. You could literally have 3 bridesmaids, 1 flower girl, and an usher, and it could fill up your little row real good. I don't understand. Like, is there a minimum amount of bridesmaids people usually do? And then what about Gaston? Is he having all this drama finding grooms? Like, where is his family at? What's going on with that? Like, what? Y'all said, I'm having an Instagram wedding only. It's free. Y'all said 3 is normal. That's what I'm saying. Like, why does she have to fill in all these gaps? It sounds like she's trying to be, like someone else said, performative. Do you even love Gaston for real? Or do you just want to look like a kept person, like a kept woman? Because what the hell? She told me she was having second thoughts about who she chose as bridesmaids, but always told me she was never upset with me. And I believed her because she was choosing me to open up to about it. And I really felt like out of all of her other bridesmaids, I was the one she was closest to. But when I compared her friendship to my friendship with the other bridesmaids, hers was one of the weakest. She began to ask me if she should start sending certain messages addressing the issue. And I validated her feelings about the situation and encouraged her to do what she thinks is best. But I reminded her some of the girls were still some of my best friends. And I'll prefer to remain neutral. Friend, it seems to me, well, if that's the case, if you're best friends with the other bridesmaids and they're not as close with her like that, I feel like she reached out to you in hopes that you would be the one to mend the gap and blend stuff together. But like I said at the beginning of this, that's more so like a maid of honor type of, like, I feel like you should have been her maid of honor for real. Like, if you are the glue that keeps everything together, that is literally the role. However, you've expressed that you're not financially in the position, you're in school, like, you know, and that's understandable too. But yeah, I think she just reached out to you to see if you could mend it over a little bit for her. But that's just my opinion that I think could be going on. So she pushed it to the side and just kept it moving. One random thing that happened during all of this is that she wanted to have a bachelorette party, but not just any bachelorette party. She wanted to combine hers with Gaston and his groomsmen. Now, I've never heard of anything like that, and I wasn't a fan of the idea, but again, it's her wedding and her plans. So, girl, whatever, I'm going to support you. I have heard of that, but again, I've been going to a lot of freaking weddings, but I am smart enough to never, ever be anyone's bridesmaid. Like, no, ma'am. I have tons of brothers, and they ain't proposing to nobody anytime soon, so I don't have to worry about it. None of my friends have hit me on that fuck shit. But I have seen this before. But it's usually on some, like, they go to like a log cabin, and like the groomsmen and the bridesmaids are couples as well, like married couples, or they were in the same soror, frat, whatever. I've seen that. But usually when people go out their way to get bridesmaids and groomsmen, like in this big old group, like, because it sounds like she's racking up like 5-6 bitches, right? They usually just go do them because it's too much. It's just too much. Like, here, hold on, I gotta get my charger. One second. Yeah, I don't know, that's just too many people. It's just too much going on. I would even think it'd be cool to do, like, instead of a bachelorette, just have the husband and the wife just go for a trip. Like, instead, I know you could still do a honeymoon, but I mean, like, if they like went to, like, I don't know, like if they just did something they like to do together and go on a trip, that would be cool. But this just seems like too much. So, out of nowhere, she texts us all saying that they're changing their minds and want to do an intimate trip with each other instead. Okay. Isn't that what the honeymoon is for? Again, didn't really understand. Man, look. Oh my gosh, this sucks because I see both sides, bro. I see both sides, bro. It sucks because I see both sides. Because it's like, girl, you a bridesmaid, girl. You got to deal with this little annoying ass shit. But in the same breath, that's why I will never be a bridesmaid, like, ever, bro. Do not ask me to do that shit for you. Don't. Let me be a guest to your wedding. Let me eat your food and drink the drink. Like, no. Because it's like, bro, I get it. What I think is about to end up happening is that this girl realizes how fucking expensive a wedding actually is. But it's like, do you want to be traditional or not? That's the vibe I'm getting from her too. Like, she don't really know what she wants. And it seems like she's rushing shit. You're about to be engaged longer than you've been dating. Like, it doesn't seem like she knows what she wants. Because on one end, she wants to be super traditional and do all these parties and have y'all give her these gifts. And then on the other end, she's on some, actually, I don't want to do a bachelorette. Then why the fuck did you get bridesmaids and groomsmen? That don't make no damn sense. Nacha said you was planning on asking me to be. No, ma'am, do not ask me to do that. Why don't you invite me to the wedding so I could just go? Like, let me go. I'll go. I just don't want to be involved in the event planning. Like, I got anxiety, girl. Like, I'm not trying to do that. And then I'm going to be the bitch getting yelled at. Watch. Like, right. She wanted them to pay. She wanted them to open their purse. Like, for real. So I supported her, kept it going. Also, her 19-year-old sister, who's the maid of honor, is nowhere to be seen. Traditionally, they're the ones that's supposed to, or girl, she don't know if she want to be traditional or not. She don't know what she doing. She hadn't done anything. I don't know if she was in the group. I don't even know if she was in the group chat. So finally, Sid sent a message about how she didn't feel supported and how all of her actions were starting to add up, and if someone didn't want to be a bridesmaid, to let her know ASAP. Everyone was kind of confused, but reassured her that they still wanted to be a bridesmaid. I wasn't confused because I saw this coming. So I assumed that she must not be talking to me since I'm the one she's confiding in all the time, right? So just to reiterate, the fact that she and I barely have any common interests anymore, she confided in me that she felt sad that we didn't hang out like we used to in high school and college. And my friends and I we still like to go out, and we still like to attend house/techno music events. We like movies. And she would tell us time and time again that she hates going out. She hates watching movies and barely likes to drink anymore. It was just hard to find a common interest with her anymore, but I could tell she was definitely getting FOMO from seeing us all hang out together. Also, I lived right by these girls in the city, and she lived a good 30 to 45 minutes away out in the burbs and had anxiety driving in the city. See, this is so fucked because again, with seeing both sides. For one, with your friend, getting married, this is like the worst thing that she could be doing right now. And I feel like pushing the engagement off like this is just her way of trying to hide from the anxiety when she's already like wilding right now, bro. Like, I feel like if she has all this stuff going, it sounds like she's trying to figure out who the fuck she is, but she got a man for some fucking reason. It's like, okay, you want to be oh so mature or whatever and be like, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do this. But what are we replacing these negative habits with? You're still hanging out with the people that you drinking with, i.e. you that sent me in this damn story talking about we don't drink no more. I just don't know what to do with your ass. Baby, that is a sign that you guys have outgrown each other. Because if you can't find a common interest, y'all don't have a movie y'all like. I ain't never heard of somebody say they don't like movies. That's like someone saying I don't like music. You know? Right, you're trying to find yourself while making a life commitment. And where is his family? That's what I'm saying. Where is his family? So after everyone reassured her that we still want to be involved, it went radio silent for months. But I mean, her wedding wasn't for another 2 years, so what were we supposed to do? Congratulate her every fucking week? That's what I'm saying. I started to feel like, what was she expecting? She and I hadn't been in much contact either, and a few things happened during that time. I moved into an apartment on my own and got into a relationship. I didn't update her on these things because I'd been really busy with work, and really the only people who knew were people that I would see on the regular. So one of the other bridesmaids' birthday was coming up, and she invited a few of us to a dive bar to celebrate and hang out. I arrived, and the first people I saw were Sid and Gaston. Child, I noticed they saw me too, but just glanced over at me and then continued to talk amongst each other. I decided to just go up to them and say hey and try to make small talk, but then they just started to continue to talk to each other right by me, and it felt awkward, and I didn't really know what was going on. So pretty much the whole time they're sticking to each other's side and not really talking to other people that are there. Why did they show up then? What the hell? It felt really awkward. Oh, and another question I have, by the way, because someone in the chat just made me think of a question. Before you went to England, was she not partying, not drinking, not going to the movies? Like, was she already starting to transition into, you know what, I'm about to hang it up, you know? Or did she only transition into this once Gaston got into the picture? Because it's just giving controlling vibes. I wouldn't even be surprised if his family is not aware of the marriage or the proposal or if the wedding's even ever going to be a thing, you know? But hey, it felt really awkward. They ended up leaving and within an hour of being there. And as Sid was walking past me, I pulled her to the side and apologized for not being in contact as much. She also apologized, and I decided it'd be a good time to give her a mini update on my life. What? Oh my gosh, she's losing her freaking marbles. Bridezilla. She is losing her marbles, bro. Like, you were literally me mugging me at the bar with Gaston all night. And as you about to do your mean girl strut, and I pull you aside like a real bitch, and I'm like, what's up? Now yeah, girl, I'm sorry. What's going on? Like, I miss you. No. Wow. I gave her my mini life update. I told her about the apartment, my boyfriend, and I told her I only told a small circle of people, so don't feel some type of way you didn't know about the boyfriend. So she and Ben left, and I'm not even kidding. 3 days later, I get this text, and we're about to look at the text, guys. We're about to look at the text. Here, make it big enough so everybody can see. Thanks for blurring it out, because some of y'all have been slacking a little bit on blurring this shit out. All right. Hey, I need to let you know that I canceled the bridesmaids appointment for everyone to try on their dresses. I have really spent a lot of time considering this, and I really think I rushed into choosing my girls. Before we even get into it, who was paying for them bridesmaids dresses? I bet you it wasn't her. Who was paying for all this shit? Like, I'm just so confused. And I know that no elders are involved, because I know for a fact her mama would have been like, hey, you need to hit up so-and-so. She's been your friend forever. Like, she needs to be in your wedding. That's messed up. Like, come on. Really, girl? That's how I know there's no elders involved in this shit. Because how is this even happening? I spent a lot of time considering this. Who will stand by me on such an important day in my life? I'm changing the bridesmaids and only inviting family on my side to the wedding, just like I thought. Girl, this is a shotgun wedding. This is drama. This union is built on bullshit. And I'm not trying to judge, but like I always say, this shit should not be this hard. It shouldn't be this hard. And this isn't dating. This is marriage. Like, this is scary. She still got time. I hope she figures out this ain't it, because it's not. It's built on bullshit. Because you talking about so you're going to have no friends, just your family, none of Gaston's friends and family. Expenses play a role in this. And I have put a lot of time and consideration into what I truly want. Okay. And this is a white girl, mind you, because I'm looking at the bride and Gaston. This is some privileged shit to me, because a lot of us in, minority communities, like, we're first generation marriage, or we're the first people to actually, like, commit in the Western sense, where you do the ring and the type shit, right? So with that being said, a lot of people will have, like, a side of the family that can't really do much, or maybe both sides can't really do much, right? What I would say to that is, make it completely about you then. Make it completely about you, because that's the perks of not having the elders involved in some sense, where it's like, bitch, you didn't pay for shit. I'm about to put Lil Jon and the Yang Yang Twins on the DJ set because you didn't pay for this, Auntie Gladys. Like, you get what I'm saying? So I had a feeling this was going to be about money, but I just think this is very privileged. This is just a very privileged, But hey, she said expenses play a role. I've had a lot of time and consideration into what I truly want and what I'll be happy with. Hopefully you understand, and please do not tell the other girls yet, as they're on their own trips, and I didn't want to bring this up to them while they're gone. So then my question would be, okay, I understand. So you guys, you're not only not letting me be a bridesmaid, but you're kicking me out of the wedding, though? Like, you're kicking me out of the wedding? Do you know what that means? That lets me know that you do not want me in your life, because your new life is going to be with Gaston. And you're basically letting me know that, hey, Gaston and I aren't really fucking with you like that, because I know people like to act all, oh, the wedding's all about the girl. It's all about the... Nah, bruh. These are joint decisions. Okay? Because if it was up to Gaston, he could just not show up and leave her. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, bruh. This is crazy. This is like a friendship breakup, in my opinion. If you get uninvited to somebody's wedding, bro, that's a friendship breakup. Let me know how y'all feel in the chat or in the comments. Would you consider that a friendship breakup? Because I do. With my old ass. If you invite me to your wedding and you either uninvite yourself on some like petty shit, on some, oh, if they're going, I'm not going. Or if you know, like, yeah, we're done. Like, what the fuck? Because if you don't fuck with me as a singular person, and now I'm about to get into this union, I'm probably going to start a family and shit. I'm not about to have my kids around your sometimes ass. Like, now I got more shit to lose. But hey, it is what it is. So we get all uninvited to the wedding. Wow. She made the excuse of expenses being a play in it as to why we're not invited. But I knew that was a cheap excuse. No pun intended. And I can't believe she thought that was appropriate enough to send over text. I asked to call her and she agreed. And I just felt like I really needed to rip off the Band-Aid and tell her my thoughts. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I was definitely raising my voice at her because I just didn't give a fuck anymore. I said, you can't take backseats on something like this. I told her that I couldn't believe she was lumping me into the same group of girls that she'd been complaining to me about. I told her that I had been there for her throughout all of this, and I didn't know what else she expected from me. It's not my fault that she decided to cancel a bachelorette party, which I felt could have really helped us bond with each other. I agree, because when you do make a wedding date that far out, you do need little points where we regroup, because again, we're all adults, we have life. And it didn't even need to be anything extravagant. Like, y'all could have went to the fucking bowling alley, bitch. Like, y'all could have went to the local strip. Like, you get what I'm saying? Look. I also told her if she wanted more organization in the bridal party, she should not have made her 19-year-old sister the maid of honor. And she ended up crying, telling me that when I told her about how I only wanted a small circle of people, my life update, she felt extremely upset that she wasn't in that small circle anymore. And she kept bringing up how she saw other girls get celebrated. Get off of social media. It is all fake. Guys, even what you see on Valentine's Day, all them bitches bought all that shit for themselves. They're in freaking photo shoot sets with rose petals and shit. Like, it's all fake. It's all for social media. It's all for clicks and advertisements. It's not real. The real shit is rarely captured, okay? Like, please stop comparing your life to Instagram. Talking about I saw another girl getting celebrated and we weren't doing all of that. And baby, maybe you need to join a sorority or something. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Girl. You talking about that's what I'm gonna do. I'm about to get my little, and as you should. But it's just sad to me that it's like people really think like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what they think. This is just crazy to me. She wasn't even close enough with some of the other girls like she used to be, and she was expecting more out of them than she even got over the past couple years in the friendship. I was just mostly upset that she was treating me this way too. I'd understand if she wanted to scratch the whole bridesmaids idea, but to uninvite us was wild. I agree, because it's basically just saying I don't want to be friends with y'all no more. Like, I agree. Like, being like, hey, I don't think y'all should be the bridesmaids. It's just showing it's too much responsibility, and it's giving too much area to let me down, as well as put you guys in a position to be, you know, the bad guy or whatever. And that's not healthy for what we're trying to do. So I don't know why she uninvited you. I found out later on that she left the bridal party group chat the night of our friend's birthday celebration. So probably right after I told her about my life update. Fast forward to now, it's been almost a year since that convo. I haven't spoken to her since, and boy, did she remove me from every social media platform. We're talking Facebook, Snapchat, Spotify, TikTok. Gaston even started to unfollow everyone. Their vibes are just weird, but everything happens for a reason. This has been one of the more interesting things to happen to me in a while, so I thought I would share. And you sent me a picture of you, and you look so cute in this freaking hat. I love this hat. It's giving 80s, salt and pepper. So cute. You look like you could be my cousin. What's up, cousin? But no, seriously, bruh. They are weird, very codependent. But I don't think that relationship's gonna last because it's giving we need a common enemy. I feel like he came into that shit love bombing her, telling her how great she is and how horrible everyone else is. I wouldn't be surprised if this wedding ends up being in somebody's church or in their backyard somewhere, because not that there's anything wrong with that, but she's literally saying fuck all of her resources. You know, she's choosing this man, and that's that. She don't want to know about his family, his history, none of that. She's completely blind. And I don't know. I agree. Bride is the drama too. I think bride is the drama. And you said, do his people like her? I'm assuming no. Because in that text message we read, she was like, nobody in his family is coming. It's just going to be my family and him. No friends. So I'm thinking she's probably going to get married in her backyard or some shit. And then when there's nobody else to be a common enemy, he's going to start lashing out on her. And then she's going to hit you up in a few years. Because it does seem like she's the closest to you than the other people. But yeah. Sad story. Sad story. I hope that she's doing okay. I know you're glad that you're free of the headache of the bridesmaids BS. I hope that you personally are doing well too, and that you are doing well in your friendship endeavors. Hopefully there's more to it than getting turned up. I hope you and your new guy are doing okay still. But this girl is insecure. The bride is insecure. She's constantly comparing herself to Instagrammers, constantly thinking her life should be like social media when people on social media's life isn't even like social media. So yeah, I would just fall back. But when she hits you up, give her some grace. Give her some grace, because Gaston's giving abusive. Like, sorry, y'all. I think this man fucking delivered something. Okay, bad. Sorry about that. My dog doesn't like when people just bang on my door. Like, I got a doorbell. Ring the doorbell, child. But yeah, if you guys have any advice for them, please leave it in the comments below. If you've ever been in a similar situation, leave it in the comments below. I went to a wedding for a childhood friend that I was best friends with, and then later on we kind of like drifted, but we were always cool. And I was not a bridesmaid, and I was okay with that, and I had a great time. And we're still cool to this day, you know? So I feel like you should have somebody, especially if they know your spouse, though, because even that same childhood friend, they've met, you know, my spouse, and my spouse also went to their wedding. But I feel like it's good to have somebody that at least saw the beginnings of their relationship, you know? So I don't know. That's my two piece, but I'm going to move on to this next story. The homegirl, the DL, and the unicorn. If you are on YouTube, make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already. The DL is killing me. So this was a boy-girl situation. Okay. Hey, Naja and Tribe. This is Cyrus My first story was the Am I the A-hole for not supporting my mom's relationship, streamed on December 13th, 2023. And I do remember your story because I remember your mom's boyfriend had you so messed up. So messed up. So yes, I do remember. They said you mentioned you haven't heard much about male unicorns, so here is my roller coaster. Just a reminder, I am a Scorpio, so do not judge me, tribe, for context. Shout out to all the Scorpios out there. So for context on my sexuality, I've known I was bi ever since I was in the 8th grade. I was in multiple relationships freely throughout grade school and was always comfortable and confident in my sexuality. Another thing is, I seem to, even till this day, attract DL men. No, I'm not bragging about this. I'm always told I look trustworthy. And that's why they claim to hit me up. So to start, I was talking to this DL guy we will call Marvin. Ugh. So I met Marvin on Tinder. When I was a young Thundercat, so around maybe like 18 or 19. And what guys will do is have straight or no sexuality in the bio, but have the profile visible to only guys. Look, y'all better get on that gay dating app in your city so you could see what's going on in the DL world, because look. So, if you match with them and they want you, you move to Snapchat. I told y'all. If y'all match and aren't on this type of time anymore, they'll say, I don't know why I've been seen by these guys, or my bad, bro, my app is tripping. Also, ladies, the men be DL on Bumble BFF. Just a heads up. So we were sleeping around off and on whenever I was in my home city, because at the time I had a sugar zaddy I was seeing in another state. So once that broke off, he became the only person I was sleeping with full time. I never asked questions. I linked up with him when I was told and when it was solid. As things developed more, I could tell we were both catching feelings. And he ended up cutting things off with me because of the fear of being in love with a man. Wow. Okay. So fast forward around a year and a half later, I moved apartments for the amusement park I had been working for. And when I switched apartments, I was introduced to a girl we will call Kayla. So we hit it off instantly, and she always loved the different colognes I wore. And I always complimented her smile and looks. And as time went on, we developed a little bond together. We ended up learning we went to the same high school, and we were like, you know, cool. And that we were decently cool around freshman year. So y'all met? How do you not remember that? That's crazy. So we even laughed about sleeping with the same guy at one point. Oh, wow. So the more time I spent with her, I genuinely liked her more than our friendship. During one of our times hanging outside of work, I explained how I would love to take her out on a date and see how it goes. If she was comfortable talking to a bi guy, that is. And yes, I knew she had a man, but she told me things weren't good between them. So I felt like this was my time to show how a ninja really treat a woman. Friend, not she was trying to break up their little home. Like, what are you doing? Oh my gosh. This is a mess. So, Miss Kayla told me how she loved my vibe and our times together, and she didn't really care about her man while kicking it with me and didn't care about me being bi. So Kayla and I started to sleep together and work together. Everything was good about a month in until she told me she wanted me to meet her boyfriend. She told me she felt guilty about hiding the secret and wanted to make sure I was really serious about her before opening up. Kayla expressed to me that her and her boyfriend had been looking for a bi male to join the relationship. Oh my goodness. How did he even have the courage to come to her and ask for that? Oh my God. She initially thought I wouldn't be up for it since she knew in a previous relationships of mine, I was against a boyfriend of mine adding a girlfriend to the mix. Okay, so basically in the past, a guy you were messing with was trying to add their girlfriend. But she felt since I didn't really care about us sleeping together, why not bring him in? And once she showed me a picture of him, my heart sunk. Out of all the dudes in the city, it had to be Marvin. No, not Marvin. Marvin, no. Marvin was out looking for some stuff on his own. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Wow. I hadn't seen him in a long time, but I can't lie. The connection that I had with Marvin, like the sexual chemistry, was strong. So I just pretended like I didn't know him. Oh my gosh. I pretended like I didn't know him and I said I was open to meeting up. Oh my gosh, friend, what are you doing? Friend, what are you doing? Okay, hold on. So we all go to dinner together and this man is in awe. Kayla goes into the bathroom and he tells me how happy he is to have me in his life again. Marvin claims Kayla accepted what he calls his cravings for sex with men and that he's been playing off that he doesn't know me. And at this point, I'm in shock. But I miss that man on the low. Look, because I'm about to say, what are you in shock for? You're doing the same shit. Y'all are crazy. Oh my gosh. I missed him, so I went with it. After that dinner, we went to the apartment and it got very grown in there. Without any details. Thank you, friend. So this is my first time doing anything like that. And sis, I can't lie. It was everything. Having the attention of two people is insane. So after that, I stayed the night. And in the morning, they made me breakfast and asked if I wanted to have this be a serious thing, like a ongoing thing. Oh my gosh. Kayla said Marvin just kept on talking about me while I was sleeping. And Marvin said Kayla says she loves my energy and agreed. So I agreed too. My goodness. This is a lot. One night, I would have been like, one night only. No, you're not getting me again, Marvin. No. Or Kayla. Both of y'all are done. It's over with. Because I would have felt like Marvin knew the whole time. I would have felt like Marvin knew the whole time. And he was just waiting for you to build feelings with Kayla so that he could slither on in. Pause. So, for a while, things were really good. Like the hookups, the times we were spending. But if I spent time with them individually, things weren't the same. With Marvin, he and I began sleeping together behind her back. No, that's not cool, bro. You broke. Man, look, it always ends up happening too. It always ends up happening. That's why it's this shit is just for the birds. It really is. This shit is for the birds. It really is. Because it's like, yeah, when it's good, it's like one part that's good. And then the rest is just drama. So we would do things we felt she would be comfortable with, as Marvin stated some stuff was too much for her, but she would never say it to my face. On the other hand, I felt like when I was with Kayla, I was like her escape from him. and she was vulnerable with me about about the relationship and how she initially found out he'd been cheating on her with men. She had a pregnancy scare and didn't want to raise a baby by herself. So she told him she was willing to make it work and keep it a secret. Damn. Her telling me this made me realize the timeline of her pregnancy scare was around the time that Marvin and I stopped messing around. But bruh, you need to leave these people alone. Marvin is diabolical. He knows what's going on. Oh my gosh. Did I feel guilty? No. I mean, technically you should feel like, wow, this fucking bitch. Like, really, Marvin? Really, bro? Maybe guilt isn't the word, but I would have felt played in that instance. I'm not even going to hold you. I would have felt really played. Like, wow, you were playing around. Maybe it's because I get table talk. It is what it is. Maybe it's because you're not a woman, maybe. Because, like, if I was the third in this situation, I would empathize so much for Kayla. Like, I would empathize so much for her because I would be like, damn, we both just got played. We both just got played. But I think because you are a bi man at the end of the day and you're like, shit, sucks to suck, but I was sucking. Like, and it's like, girl, no, that's fucked up. Like, bro, this is the type of shit that be eating women the fuck up. Like, it's the psychological things. It's like, wow, you were really out here while I was over here with your baby in my stomach. Like, you were really out here dogging me out like that. Like, that's crazy. But yeah, he said I didn't want to admit it, but around those times, I was a little slut. And it was just conflicting because here I am with this man I have history with and a strong connection, but she was sharing the history with you. That's what I'm saying. Y'all were alongside that whole time and never met. It was fate that you guys met. Or Marvin purposely got her a job where you work. Like, bruh, I don't know. So here I am with this man. I have a strong connection, but there's this woman here that deserves happiness and someone to listen to her that I built a bond with. Right, but it's not your job to save women, bro. That's not the motive, to save her. Because as of right now, she is allowing her man they're in an open relationship that she doesn't want to be in. And when she finds out that you like him more than you like her, oh, that's really going to fuck her up. So we're still sleeping behind her back. And I got to a point where the three of us were hooking up and he would sometimes get too into it and not include her. And I think this is where she started to get suspicious. And on one particular day, she actually caught us in the act. Wow. And she had been at work all day. Oh, I would hate y'all. Oh my God, I would hate y'all niggas, bro. That would piss me off. She burst in the room crying, sad that we broke the rules and couldn't believe I would do her like that and how I was supposed to be different. She was screaming how she never really even wanted to do this and how this was all for Marvin. I told y'all. Because she's not bi. You and Marvin are bi. That's why I'm like, bro, she's probably here just like, damn, bro, I'm just trying. So the two of them start arguing. I just pack my shit and leave. I know that's right. After not hearing from them for a few days, I finally catch Kayla at work and I said, can we talk? She told me how mad she was and she couldn't believe I would hurt her like that. And I told her straight up that the reason why I did it is because I'd been sleeping with him in the past and told her I believe I was the one who she was cheating on her with when she had the pregnancy scare. And this woman slapped me, snatched my shirt up. Oh, shit. She smacked me, yoked my shirt up, and screamed in my face, "Why would you do this to me? I never want to see you again." Then she started yelling out homophobic slurs. Yikes. I wasn't even mad at her for doing it because I know I deserved it. Oh my God. I no longer even want to be a part of this mess. The I don't give a fuck mode I was in just wasn't enough for the issues they had. I just felt bad and wanted to lay it out. I later on messaged her telling she deserves better than him and me, and I wished her happiness. She later blocked me on everything. As far as Marvin, I reached out to him to see if we good, and he told me that Kayla was threatening to out him if he ever saw me again, and said he doesn't have strong enough feelings to come out and be with me and not care what she did. So I ended up being blocked by him as well. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. Oh my gosh. And thanks for the chat, Sneaky Snack in the chat, for bringing up that she was cheating before with Marvin. She was cheating with Cyrus, the person that sent this in, on Marvin. So everybody is cheating. I just feel like, so there are certain people that would have never cheated, like their whole MO, I would have never cheated, and then somebody cheats on them one too many times, and it's like, you know what, fuck you, I'm about to go cheat. This isn't even me, but I'm about to go do it. I feel like he pushed her to that point. Not saying it was right, but I feel like he pushed her to that point, and all that anger that she gave Cyrus was really like, you made me this way. If it wasn't for y'all two, I wouldn't even be doing none of this shit. Like, this is all Marvin. That's the real tea. It's all Marvin. But I feel like she lashed out on him on some like, damn, I wouldn't even be doing all this shit if it wasn't for both of y'all in the first fucking place. But she got to own up to her actions. So I was venting to my friends at the same time, and they swore I was insane for even engaging in some crazy shit like that. As of January 2024, while writing this, they are still together. I saw them on a dating app for couples seeking a third. Oh my gosh. Looking for a guy or girl. They have gotten married and had a kid per the bio. Oh my gosh. By the way, Marvin is a Cancer and Kayla is a Pisces. Shout out to all the Cancers and Pisces in the chat. That was a wild time in my life, but I don't regret my actions. I mean, it is what it is. I was being hot in the ass and just doing whatever I wanted to escape my own life issues, not caring who I hurt. So, tribe, I learned my lesson, I promise. Besides, after dealing with them, I ended up meeting a man I claim as the love of my life. Am I the asshole for that, sadly? Ooh, not for finding the love of your life. I did have a better unicorn experience last year in September. Oh my gosh. That was way better without all the drama. So it's not always terrible, y'all. Sorry for the long story, but I hope y'all enjoyed. Peace and blessings to the tribe and to you, Naja, and your family. More stories to come. Here's another look at me since you said you like my style. I don't have any pictures of Marvin and Kayla, unfortunately, as I am super blocked. Oh, shit. You said they are super blocked. Wow. Yes, they are just a mixture of water. And you're a Scorpio. Yeah, y'all were just all over the place. Well, I'm glad that you're out of it, because I feel like the relationship this is another relationship built on bullshit, just infidelity. If y'all were in the TikTok with us the other day when y'all were on the TikTok, if y'all were on Twitch with us the other day watching TikToks, and that guy on anesthesia was just telling his wife, he's like, you are just so dumb. That's why I love you. You will just do whatever I tell you. You believe anything I tell you. You're just so fucking dumb. I cheat on you all the time. You're so dumb. That's how I feel like Marvin feels about Miss Kayla. And he's like, you know what? I'm going to marry you because you're letting me do whatever I want. You're like the perfect, why not? Y'all do not be Miss Kayla. Because now look, you over here looking for women. I don't even think Miss Kayla like women. Like, look. Everybody is at fault in this one. I'm sorry. Everybody's cheating. Everybody's acting crazy. Thank you for telling this story. This was beyond entertaining. Like, this was wild. Thank you so much. And thank you for watching. And please send us in some more. I am all ears. You are one of my faves to listen to. But if you guys have ever been in a similar situation, please put it in the description or the comments below. And if you guys want to send in any similar stories, email it to tribetea@shopvoodoochild.com. So I'm going to get into the last story of this Twitch stream. And it is called, He Almost Got Me Knocked Up and Then Kicked Me Out in the Middle of the Night. T. So, hey, girlie. I am the girl who sent in the story about the guy who robbed me, then hooked up with my friend. Y'all gonna have to refresh my memory with that one. This is another story that I have, but it's a lot more serious. Mind y'all, I am a Capricorn sun, Pisces moon, and a Gemini rising. Shout out to all the Capricorns, Pisces, and Geminis out there. And I think it's Pisces season right now. Shout out to the Pisces. So I've had my share of tumultuous relationships. So I'm just going to give you guys a trigger warning, essay, DV, and I'm going to try to censor it to my best. She says that she is in her early 20s, and I hope you don't judge me too hard in this situation, but can understand the trauma that happened to me and learn from it. So I am from North ATL, where this story takes place. Shout out to Atlanta. I started talking to this guy that I met at the gym. Okay. He hit me with a cute little pickup line, and the next day we went on our first date. For context, he's Indian and I am Caribbean. So we're going to call him Leo. He's dark skinned with broad shoulders. He had a little top knot and a goatee. He sound like a little Bollywood main character, bro. Like, he buff. Is he buff? You found him at the gym. Oh, wait. I forgot the title of the story. Is he about to kick you out? Girl. So, he's also a year older than me. We spent the entire summer together, and he has a high-rise apartment downtown, doing well for himself in college, works as an engineer, okay, takes me to fancy restaurants, sends gifts to my house, and takes me on shopping sprees. I know that's right. So the only thing that was strange was that he was not a good communicator. He would randomly get in a mood and ignore me. If I asked what was wrong, he would get even more angry and never explain. He would never want to hang out with my friends either, as if there was something wrong with them. And one time we were walking in the mall and he saw someone from my high school and immediately dropped my hand and started speed walking in front of me. He told me that he did not want us to be judged for being in an interracial relationship and also did not want his family to find out since he was arranged to marry someone else. So remember the shenanigans on the WhatsApp app? I hope nobody out there thought I was being prejudiced or anything. I live in I have a very, very large Indian community in my city. And I live on the side of town where they have tons of businesses, grocery stores, restaurants. I love Indian food. I've worked for Indian people. I've worked at Indian restaurants. So I know how these men get down. Yes, they look good. Yes, they make cute babies. Yes, they slick at the fucking mouth. Yes, they be having money and they're very educated and shit. But at the end of the day, brown love conquers all, baby. They are marrying their own. Their parents don't play about that. And it just sucks. Like, even if you were a white woman, they still would be on some, nah, you need to marry over here. Like, no. I was upset, but eventually, like the dumb person I am, I told him I understood and could still make it work. What are y'all making work? Like, y'all can't be in a relationship. You're not. What is the point of getting in the relationship? Like, what is the end goal for you personally? Like, do you want somebody that you own pets with? Do you want someone you raise children with? Do you even want to get married? Do you want someone to travel with? Like, you need to figure out what you want from like the end goal and see if he even fits in that. But somebody that's saying straight up, technically they're engaged. No, no. Like, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. No. I was upset, blah, blah, blah. One time I tried to kiss him in the park and he literally turned my face away from him and made it look like I was the one trying to come on to him. I was so embarrassed and I told him I would just take the train home. Oh, that's too much. Since I went to college in another state, we had decided it would just be a summer fling and nothing more. We kept in touch on social media and winter break arrived. He texts me saying he misses me. Nah, he wants some butt. Talking about he thinks about me constantly and wants me to see him. I was working as a model at the time. I know that's right. And had a photo shoot the next day. So I said that I could stay with him for the night before work and he was close by. I show up to his apartment and there's roses and candies everywhere. Leah was a great cook and made an extravagant meal with wine. I was so happy because I thought maybe we could, be something serious and he could finally stand up to his parents. Girl, they ain't about to stand up to their parents. That is against their cultural norms. Have you not seen 90 Day Fiancé? Them Indian men be folding when it comes to their elders. They do not, no. He ain't about to stand up to them for you. The honor complex in America is like non-existent. Over there, they do not play about that shit. Like, they are not about to get disowned. Not y'all in the chat talking about these Indian men gonna cook y'all out y'all drawers. No, for real, the food is so good, bitch. Ooh, girl, them curries. Oh my gosh. So good. So good. So, ooh, I just read ahead. Oh my God. The night continued and we hook up and I asked him if he had protection. He said yes. He turns off the lights. The room was pitch black. And hooking up with him was painful because he didn't care if he was y'all. We are speaking up for ourselves in the bedroom all 2024 and beyond. Like, are you kidding me? Sex should never be painful. We are grown. We're all adults. Like, don't ever be a man's hand substitute. Don't let a dude just jack off in you. Sorry to be vulgar, but that's really what's going on if you're not enjoying yourself. And it has nothing to do with like a health condition or nothing. It's just like, if you're not enjoying yourself, that means he's not, prepping the club, if you get what I'm saying. So she's talking about hooking up with him is always painful. And after we finish, he go to the bathroom and I realized that this man, and I'm going to paraphrase this because I consider this like SA. This man did his business without any consent. If y'all get what I'm saying, y'all know I'm not really that vulgar. I don't really like, But yeah, that's probably why he turned the lights off. So that he wouldn't get caught. What the hell? She said it was without my consent and he didn't say anything to me. Before I can even say anything, he has a strange look on his face, like he's back to being secretly upset. And he says he's going to get some fresh air. What the hell is going on? No, that's what I'm saying. How'd you not feel it? You grown as hell. Like, what's going on right now? Now you trying to make it seem like it's somebody else's fault? What? And I'm sorry for anybody that's experienced. I view this as like a SA because what the hell? And honestly, in this economy and the way our government is going, I view this as a terroristic attack at this point because I can't even handle my business if I got to legally. Like, so this man go off to get some fresh air, whatever the fuck that means. And I'm just confused and concerned. He comes back after about 30 minutes and tells me you have to leave right now. And he's standing with the door open. And I'm shocked. And I'm like, what happened? What did I do? Something wrong? And asked him if it's because we had an accident. An accident? Girl, that was not an accident. He then tells me that it wasn't an accident. He just didn't feel like it. This man does not give a fuck about your body, bro. Like, do not, like, oh my God. If anybody is watching, do not have sex with anybody that does not give a fuck about you to this extent. This is fucking crazy. Like, you're a grown ass man and you're engaged to somebody. Talking about you didn't feel like it. That's disgusting. He said I should go and get a plan B and find another place to stay. Oh, bitch. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. Absolutely shocked. I get dressed and start crying. His place is 5 minutes from my photo shoot in the morning, and I had nowhere else to go because all my friends were out of town, and my house was 30 minutes away. I should have just went home, but I thought it would be too suspicious if I did because I'd only been out 2 hours and told my father I was staying with a friend. Oh my gosh. I explained the situation to Leo, and we argued back and forth on whether I would leave right now or not. He poured himself a large glass of Hennessy and said I could stay, but he's sleeping on the couch. Oh, hell no. What? And you said your father. That's what I'm saying too. How old were you when this happened? He wouldn't have blah, 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 blah. Because you said you saw someone from your high school at the mall. But then you also said this dude. Okay, you said you're in your early 20s. All right. Because I was about to say, I'm sure his main grievance would be you being underage if that's what was going on. All right. So Mr. Hendog here pouring his fucking glass of Henny, I guess. I spend the rest of the night awake sobbing and wondering how my love life ended up to be this disrespectful. He eventually came back in the room drunk as hell and told me that he was using me as a rebound because he was dating the girl Leah was arranged to marry and her family did not like him and cut it off. Wow. So he needed to feel empowered again because he does not know what he is doing with his life. Then he goes on a rant about how I should not have this baby if I end up pregnant and how I should just get a plan B before it gets worse. Yeah, in that situation, I don't give a fuck. I'm grown as hell. I'm calling my dad. Like, bro, pick me up. What the fuck? Tell him straight up what happened. Yeah, I came over here, hookup gone bad, bro. Like, the fuck? Can't get in trouble. That's another thing. Anybody out there, and if you've had, a tumultuous childhood or violence or, maybe verbal abuse, like, I know in your 20s and as an adult, you might think you're in trouble or can get in trouble. That doesn't exist. You're grown now. You can call your fucking people, bro. And how they react is on them. But just know, like, bro, that's what you're supposed to do. The next morning, I had to pull myself together to go to work, and that was one of the hardest days of my life. I had to put on a smile for cameras when I was so heartbroken, not over him, but just how I've been treated by men in general. My period was 3 weeks late that month, but by the grace of the divine, it was just stress because my period did come, and it was the most emotionally taxing month ever. Later, Leo ends up calling me to make sure I'm not knocked up. Then he had the nerve to ask me how I'd been and if I would ever give him another chance because he was still attracted to me. Boy, fucking bye. No. I cursed him out and told him how I really felt. I made fun of him for being a coward for his family, for gaining 50 pounds since we first started talking. Ooh, the fact that he's going bald. Ooh. And when I was leaving his apartment that one time, I threw out all his expensive hair growth pills and creams, period. As you motherfucking should. Because what? Put a little nair on there for razzle dazzle. Because are you serious? A mess. Shout out to Motion for gifting the tier 1 sub. I appreciate y'all for sharing the love. So this person says they're still child free. They're in a healthy partnership and therapy for many traumas. I wanted to share this story so that I can get it off my chest and other women can learn from my mistakes. Thanks for reading my story. Yeah, and honestly, the only mistake you made, I can say, in this story is dating someone who told you straight up they can never love you in public. That's the only thing I would even consider you being quote unquote at fault for. I don't think you should ever date anyone that wants to keep you in a closet. They should be able to love you loud and pridefully. So yeah, that's the only thing. Everything else is him being a fucking douchebag, him being a scumbag, him being disgusting and disrespectful. And if he continues to live like that, he's going to have a life of diseases, loneliness, probably children out of wedlock. Like, I would consider yourself blessed that you got out of it. But I do empathize for you what happened, because that is just, like, why would he do that? All that bullshit. You said you wonder if he's engaged. No, they called the engagement off because the girl's parents didn't fuck with him. Just like that. Just like that. But I hope that you are doing better now. And thank you for sending in this story. I'm glad that you're in therapy and you have healthy partnerships now. I hope you're still modeling, doing well in that. But yeah, I would block him on everything. Keephimblocked.com. Keephimblocked.com. Like, for real. And that. Yes. Happy Valentine's Day. Okay, it is officially Valentine's Day now. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. I hope you're having an awesome day. Whether you're spending it with your family, your significant others, or your gal pals, your boy toys, or the homies. You know, there's nothing wrong with spending this day with your friends. As long as you're just being kind and loving one another today, that's all I ask for. Let's reclaim this holiday from the capitalist hoo-ha it is. And let's just be kind to one another, you know. That's all I'm asking for. So today, on this segment, we're going to have 5 more stories. 2 of them are going to be updates from a previous stories that we've done on other lives, and I will be letting you guys know which lives those are. But you guys are going to remember, it was very, very recent. If you was up in the Tribe Teas last winter, you're going to know what's going on here. So I'm not going to ramble. I'm going to get right on into it. We have together for 9 years, only for him to smash his coworker. That update. Remember when the lady just went full villain, talking about she gonna put the mistress babies, gonna call CPS on the mistress babies. Y'all remember that? Our good Judy is back. So we got them. Then we have Miss Pasta and Lobster, where she was talking about dating the white man, who we're gonna refresh it. I need to refresh mainly because I don't really remember, you know, like the core details about him per se, the man per se, if that makes sense. So I might have to get a little refresh. But she sent us some screenshots, but she did not censor them. So I can't put them on the screen. I'm just going to have to read them. Guys, please, please, please remember to censor your screenshots. Okay? We're not in the doxing business. All right? The next one is called Healing Journey. I Need Advice. And baby sent me some wedding photos with this story. And girl, before I even get into it, you look so good on your wedding day. Wow. And the girls were sitting. They were sitting. Aw, and you let the babies be at the wedding. That's so cute. Okay, I'm sorry. Y'all know I be getting all up in these pictures when y'all send them to me. The next one is just called Relationship Advice. She sent me a picture of her and her little boo thing too. Okay. Girl, you are so cute. Like, I really hope that this man is treating you right, because you are so pretty. Like, I'm really hoping that this man is doing right by you on Valentine's Day. Oh my God, I'm so mad. I like scratched myself and I got my chest out. Anyway, the last one is going to be Conquering, if I have time to read it, because it is long, but I really do want to get to this story. So if it's not this stream, it's going to be the stream in March. Our next Tribe Tea is going to be in March. I said this on Twitch, but now I'm going to be doing Tribe Teas every other week, so twice a month instead of whenever we can get to it. Like now I'm just gonna for sure twice a month. This one's called Conquering an Abusive Relationship. If I could do it, so can you. Okay. And I think that's very important to get to at some point. So I'm gonna start with the update. Here, let me put my little keyboard over there. I'm going to start with the update of the together for 9 years only for him to smash his coworker. So, light work update. She's dating, emphasis on dating, this man for 9 years, no ring, but they're doing all the marriage stuff. They were high school sweethearts. And by the way, this stream aired on January 10th, 2024, if you guys want to go and revisit it. So her and this man are doing all the marriage things. They live together, but not only do they live together, they have purchased a home together. They were high school sweethearts. They went to college together. Like, this is pretty much a marriage without the commitment. And he got a new job and he starts smashing the coworker. And instead of getting upset with him, our friend here decided she was going to get upset with the girl because the girl knew that she tried to basically call the girl a homewrecker and stuff. Like, me personally, I felt like it was misdirected anger. And it got taken too far because then she talking about, oh, and I used to work for CPS, so I'm going to call them. Like, why are we now affecting the children's lives over an adult affair? Like, it just got weird. It just got weird. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. Bruh, I'm over here thinking this emergency. This man sending me TikToks. Anyway. But no, she definitely said F them kids. Real time. So let's get into this update because we did not hold back. I was letting her know, I'm like, baby, you dead ass wrong. You need to leave this man and you need to like figure out whose house that really is. Like, what is going on here? So she says, hey, Naja, I have an update. I watched the Tribe Tea episode, and to be honest, I love the raw honesty because y'all were right, okay? So first off, I'm not 24. I did a typo on my end. I'm actually 27, and the coworker he messed with was in her late 30s. We do not have kids, so it was even more of a motivation to leave. So did you leave him? Because I'm hoping you left him because it was given you were about to do everything in your power to make sure you were the last woman standing. Like, so after I found out he cheated, he was saying how much he loves me and how stupid he was for cheating and that he respects me for staying. Oh my God, friend. That would have... That just gave me a flashback of when I was in an abusive relationship. And this fucking P for brain said some similar shit around that. Like, that is some nice, nasty shit. Why would you say that? Talk about some, you are so strong. And I respect you so much for staying. Wow, that would have triggered the flim flam at me. So I did stay after I found out he cheated. But to be honest, after all that, it just wasn't the same. Like, I didn't love him the same. I felt disgusted at the idea of him touching me or being intimate because of the cheating. And I thought I could heal and look past all that, but I was wrong. That's what I'm saying. Like, you just start seeing them for who they really are when they move like that. Like, you're a slime ball, and now everything you say is just ick. Like, it gives the ick. And then it's like, bro, you were not always like this. So what happened? So, okay, I did say after I found out he cheated, blah, blah, blah. So I set up a plan. I ended up going back to my sister's and I told her everything. And she said I was stupid for going back between the tribe, And between the tribe and her, hearing y'all thoughts, I knew I was a dumb bitch for saying. Damn, so you just needed to hear an outside voice that wasn't your sister, huh? Damn. Sorry, y'all. I keep getting people tap dancing in front of my door. Like, what do you want, friend? Okay. I'm just trying to make sure I'm not getting robbed. I'm sorry. I have stuff getting sent to the house. Like, it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, it is how it is. Sometimes, like, you just need to hear an outside opinion. Because you were wilding, bro. You were wilding. Feminine rage is something serious, but it was just misdirected. Like, he deserved all that. He deserved all of it. So, while he was at work, I packed all my things and I left a note. Man, I know I must be a coward, but honestly, I didn't want to talk about it before I left. Girl, there was nothing to talk about. I don't blame you. There's nothing to talk about. Because if he were to call you and be like, why did you leave? Why do you think? Like, I couldn't get over it. I can't get over it. And I just knew that if I spoke to him, my weak ass would probably believe him and stay. So I didn't even want to risk it. I packed my stuff and left a note explaining everything and why I am leaving. Once I did leave, I didn't hear from him or get a call. Oh, no. Are you serious? He didn't even call you? So you're just okay with me not being in your life, basically. That's all you needed to know. Wow. No, I didn't end up calling CPS on the coworker. I was angry and in a dark space, and honestly, I'm glad I didn't go through with it. And after reflecting, I really shocked myself. Like, damn, I can't believe I even considered that. Girl, you were going hard. Like, okay, so I left a note, packed my things, and left to stay at my sister's house. I let him keep the house we bought. Fuck. I just didn't want to stay at the house that reminds me of his ass. I don't give a fuck, man. I would have lawyered up. I'm talking we splitting the property line down the middle and you're going to have to get one of them little ugly townhome things for the plot. Like, I don't care. That's your shit too. That's your accomplishment too. That would have pissed me off. Like, damn, so you telling me not only do I have to give you the whole house, right? You about to build a duplex. The fuck? I was still angry, so I did call his job. I did call his job and I let them know what was happening. Now, I'm assuming they both lost their job or something happened that affected their job because after I spoke with HR, I kept getting multiple calls from 2 unsaved numbers. I blocked him from my phone, but I'm guessing he got a new number. And I never answered. No, like, honestly, because I didn't have shit to do. From then on, y'all got what y'all got. And like I said in the first stream, he deserves to get snitched on too. Because if you snitch, they both getting in trouble. There never was an option where your ex was not going to get in trouble for this. There wasn't. It was either you weren't going to tell on him or he was getting in trouble. That's it. So, I realize that y'all are right because now I'm living with my sister, focusing on getting my own place. I did start talking to other guys. And to be honest, being out the game for 9 years definitely is different. But I've met some cool guys and I'm not expecting anything serious at this point. I'm just trying to have some fun and try some new D. Okay. And you know what? That's what his ass was doing in the first place. He just wanted to try some new stuff, see if he still got it. Cause you even said you lost your V card to him. Y'all have not experienced other people, let alone life, I'm sure, because the codependency. So yeah, go do you, boo. You're grown. You're grown, child free. Go for it. And at least you don't got to pay for a divorce and shit. Like, hey. So I keep getting calls and messages from unsaved numbers. I'm assuming it's him trying to come back, talking about he gonna do right. But my question is, why now? So I'm not there in my life yet, and me and you are the same age. Yeah, we're the same age. So I don't know. I don't know. This is just what I've heard from my peers, is that if you are still single and you're not like married, settled down, there is no male threat per se. These dudes will like harbor on to like this, like, oh my God, this one woman showed me empathy this one time. Like, that was the one. That was the one. And then they like hit you up when they're like fucking mid 30s or some shit. Like, I've never seen it. And I like, you get what I'm saying? I've never seen it personally before my engagement. That's never happened to me because I was too young. And then the peers that I do have now, that's what they say. But maybe, girl, maybe. Because you're like, why now? I genuinely feel like he's like, girl, this is the one. Like, yeah, that was fun and everything, but this is the one. We bought a house together. And it's like, no, you didn't care about all that when you were doing what you were doing. I went on a few dates and finally hooked up with someone other than him and had my fun. And it made me realize that there are hella guys out here. So why get so upset or worked up over one guy that ain't shit, period. I'm now enjoying the single life and working on myself. And I started picking up hobbies and being involved in my community. Yes, ma'am. And I'm honestly more happy than I was with him. Yeah, I wasted 9 years, but now I see it as a lesson and what to look out for. And like I always say on the stream, 9 years, the rest of your life. Like, you have so much more stuff you could do. You know, so many more different people you could be. It's not the end. So wish me luck, y'all. Thank you for the honesty. No problem. And the outside perspective, just know that I am thriving. I'm living my best life now. Thank you, Tribe and Naja, for the awakening. Oh my good, the awakening. Look, I am glad that you came to the light because I was worried the last Tribe to you sent me. It was given, I'm about to stand by my man, my man, my man. So to hear that you leaned on your sister as you should, you got out of there, I'm proud of you. I am so proud of you because this is not easy. The fact you putting yourself out there, you're not just dating, but like you said, you're in your community, you're doing activities, like positive activities. I see good things. I see good things for you. 2024 is about to be your year, Bookie. I could see it. I could see it. And I applaud you that you're like, you know, I'm not even trying to like, I'm just having a good time right now, you know, when it comes to hookups and shit. Because you're right, the dating world is different. My only advice to you is when you do date, I would date with the intent of what you want at the end of this. Like, do you even want to get married now? Technically, I know you didn't do the ceremony and shit, but you were technically married. Like, that was a lot. That was a lot. Like, do you even want that? Or do you want, like I said in another stream, do you want somebody to travel with? Do you want somebody to raise dogs with? Do you want somebody to flip houses and buy property with? Like, do you want somebody to share, like, marriage? What do you want? And date with that intent. You get what I'm saying? And shout out to everybody that was donating these subs. Shout out to Blackavelli, Pretty Oppish. Thanks. Thank you. But yeah, let her know in the comments if you guys have any advice on putting yourself back out there after a very long relationship, like finding yourself after all the BS. Let her know in the comments below. This next update is about Mr. Pasta and Lobster. Okay. Look, I need a little refresher on Mr. Pasta and Lobster. Oh, the story is really short. So she says she's been dating this white boy for 6 months. They met off Hinged. She really wasn't interested. Oh, I remember Mrs. I'm not interested. I wasn't interested in him. I usually date black men. But after a while of persistence, we start talking in September. I ghosted him multiple times. I can admit it's childish, but then we started taking it more seriously. And that's when I started to like him. I would go over to his place, help him study because he said he was going through a lot with school and basketball and work, and you know he needed help. So then that day when I was supposed to be helping him study, we ended up getting intimate. We did not, you know, go all the way, but we gave each other fellatio. Then the day after, she talking about he like him and shit. This shit sound very juvenile. I like you. And he said he isn't ready for a relationship. Which I agreed. Why would you do that, girl? If you said you like him. What? Anyway, ever since that convo, he got really distant. Yeah, because he already got the box. Or he got something. He got sexual gratification. So, you know. He came distant. He told me he going through a lot. More time passed. We would hang out once in a blue moon. And every time we hang out, he always trying to rub on me, talking about he in the mood. Yeah, girl, he only want one thing. But I always stopped at midway because at this point, it's starting to feel like friends with benefits. It is. You just said you didn't want anything serious. Mixed signals, friend. And I keep expressing this with him, and he keeps expressing to you how he don't want a relationship. I tell him I feel like he's wasting my time. And it wasn't until one day I left his house with his shirt on and he told me I could leave with it. And I was at the club with my friends. He and I were talking and I joked around saying, hey, I want another shirt. And this boy blew up on me talking about I'm not even his girlfriend, but I'm taking his shit. Yeah, if y'all didn't say y'all went to the club, I would assume y'all were in high school. Because what the fuck is this? You're wearing my shirt. Like, it's giving Hallie and Ruby Rose. Like, y'all need to grow up. Then he's saying that he don't even like me romantically. And at that point, I'm like, damn, I was just kidding, babes. But all right. We end up fixing things up. Oh, hell no. He embarrassed you publicly. He talking about fixing things up. We tried, but it ended up bothering me, so I cut things off with him because not only was that disrespectful, but I was indeed wasting my time. From June to now, we've been talking, no progression, so like, what am I even doing? I asked him if he wants his shirt back before I block him. Girl, you should have gave that shirt to the Goodwill. And let me know when you need it. And he replied, okay, it's been 2 weeks. Still haven't heard from him. Probably blocked. I just need an opinion. Because I blocked him on everything this morning and threw his shirt in the garbage, period. I'm a 21-year-old Cancer woman, and he is a 23-year-old Scorpio. So now let's get to this update, because I had to refresh my mind. So I have an update. We had 2 separate convos. The first one is about his shirt, because before I threw it out, I posted a video of my puppy wearing it, and he told me that it upset him. At the end of the day, it's just a shirt. I'm sorry, but that's screaming broke boy. Like, I'm not trying to say you got to be rich in college, but it's like, bitch, I will go to the Five Below and buy you a shirt right now for you to shut the fuck up and get out my face. Like, you acting like you gave me a chain and I put the chain on my dog, or like I wrapped the chain around my trash can. Like, weird. The second conversation was last Sunday. Why are you talking to him? Why are you talking to him? Friend. Why are you talking to him? All he wants to do is literally, and I'm sorry for the vulgarity, he literally just want to jack off on you. He don't even want to, like, that's all that's all he want to do. That's all he does is be like, hey, let's study. And then he starts on you like a little weirdo. That's why it's like, bruh, I'm trying to trust that you guys are in college, but it's literally giving like fucking senior, junior in high school. Like, he's just weird, bro. Like, I don't know. He's literally, shout out to all my British watchers, a literal wanker. Like, why do you want to hang out with this damn wanker? The reason we ended up talking was because we saw each other at the mall. So the fuck what, bitch? When I tell you I would have act like I never seen that man in my motherfucking life, I would have, and like if he would have said, excuse me, I don't have any spare change, and I would have walked away. Like, bruh, you want to embarrass me in public at the club over a little dusty stained t-shirt? I'm gonna embarrass the fuck out of you every time I see you in public. Because you didn't apologize in public. Like, bro, no. I don't give a fuck. Talking about you saw him at the mall. I don't care if I see him at the hospital. Get well soon. Bye. Like, He works at the Nike store, and I was avoiding him the entire time. Girl, you knew where he worked. What did you do? What game is you playing, Miss I don't really like him? I'm going to need you to stand up, friend. Stand up, friend. Stand up. Stand up. And I love Cancers. Y'all are so sweet. But when it comes to relationships, y'all are not the brightest. Y'all are very, very intelligent people, especially Cancer women. Very intelligent. But when it comes to romantic relationships, I never ask y'all for advice. I'm not even going to hold you. And I get along with Cancers. I would never ask y'all for relationship advice. Ever. Ever. Ever, 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 ever. Like, I would never take that shit seriously. I'm sorry. With love. Like, not doing it. I'm sorry. Not. So, I was with my cousin when we were at the mall. And she kept telling me that he's looking at us and that I should just say hi. L cousin. She want to be messy. But I didn't want to say hi. It wasn't until later that night I texted him. And basically, I let it all out on the table how I felt about how things ended between us. Girl, there was no us. Oh my God. Girl, what? Y'all need diaries. Back in my day, we used to like get on our Kindles and like type in our little and then erase it. We would get a diary, a notebook, write it all down, and then put it under our fucking mattress or in between the mattress. Right? Why are we doing this? Like, why are you putting yourself through this? I just don't get it. Oh my gosh. So I text him and I let it all out on the table. I explained how I felt as though my feelings at the time were being played with, to which he replied he genuinely wants to get to know me and enjoys spending time talking to me. I also told him how he made me feel as though I was asking for too much, and he explained that I wasn't. He just wasn't in the right place to give me the bare minimum. LMAO. Anyways, I still like him. I know, embarrassing, but I'm trying to move on. I need you to be real with me on if y'all are actually of it, because it's giving high school. Like, what do you mean like him? What do you mean you like him? You still like him. What do you like about him? I want to know, what do you like about him? What about him is what you like? So I got some screenshots. These are a lot of screenshots. And then I also got pictures of Mr. Pasta and Lobster. It's starting to make more sense. It's starting to make a lot more sense, y'all. He is the type of pasta and lobster. He's not pasta. Okay, for one, he's not pasta and lobster. All my girlies out there, when you say you got yourself a pasta and lobster type white man, we're talking about he wears Skechers and khaki slacks. Okay, we're talking, even if he's not old, we're talking he wears polo shirts. Like, think of the dude from Napoleon Dynamite. You know how he was with LaShonda or whatever, and LaShonda literally met him, and that's how he looked like before she pimped him out. That's what a pasta and lobster is like. It's either like just a very plain Jane ass white man who just wants to take you out type shit. This is a Justin Timberlake wigger, okay? This This man looks like Kevin Federline. He looks like an Albanian or Bosnian Kevin Federline. Like, he does not give pasta and lobster. He is giving Kid Rock with a haircut. Like, I would never date this type of white man in a bajillion years. This screams, I used to wear DC shoes and Cookie Monster pants in middle school, and then I dated a black woman and she told me where to get my haircut. That's what this is. He looks like he fetishizes black women. I'm not even going to hold you. I'm looking at him and I could tell exactly the type of black woman he dates too. And he looks like he don't bring it home to the family. I'm just telling you that straight up. He looks like he does not bring... Girl, are you kidding me? This man got on Air Force Ones and a Yankee brim. Are you fucking for real, sis? You really caught him? Girl, he got on Air Force Ones and a Yankee cap. What? Yes, pasta and lobster is supposed to be like a hi, how are ya? Ass white man who genuinely just wants to wine and dine you type shit. This dude is definitely bringing Little Caesars. He's definitely bringing you some Wingstop. Like, he looks like he would be like, baby, I got you something, and bring you Wingstop. Like, come on now. Come on now. Y'all said he from New York. The sad thing is that this is the costume of these type of men. They either wear a Chicago Bulls hat, a New York Yankee hat, never the Mets, a Yankee hat, a Chicago Bulls hat, or a Golden State Warriors hat. Those type. Or a Houston, what is it? Either the Astros or the Rockets if they're like an actual like fuckboy that's into sports. But the white boys that wear forces, the Yankee brims, the Golden State merch, and the Chicago Bulls shit, they literally just want a sister on their arm, bro. Like, don't do it. They're fetish. Like, don't do it. Don't do it. Bruh, and this man has like the 1,000-yard stare. Like, he is scaring me. I hope all of this is making you not want to be with him because he is disrespectful as shit and he does not deserve you. He really doesn't. Oh my God, bro. He don't show no emotion in his pictures, bro. Like, this would scare the fuck out of me. So he has one picture of him dressed up nice. Yeah, he got like that Caesar kind of fading a little bit hair. Like, he got a nice beard though. Okay. Cause you know, when you're that type of JT white boy, you gotta have a beard. You gotta have a beard. You have to have a beard. If you don't have a beard, they ain't gonna come for you. He's giving like okay. So yeah, he looks like a waiter right here. Let me see. Is this you? You are slaying. What the fuck? You ate this shoot up. You ate this up. Yes. You ate that shit the fuck up. Let me see. What's this other picture? Girl, you better leave him the fuck alone. You know how they say some people are Miami pretty, some people are Texas pretty, some people are Arizona pretty. I see the location of where you're taking these pictures, and I'm not going to say it on the stream. You need to get the fuck out of town, girl. You're like Houston pretty. Like you, yes, natural. Okay. Yeah, fuck him, bro. Get him the fuck out of here, girl. What are you doing? What are you doing? Yes, nipple piercings. Yeah, get out of here. He need to go. He need to go. He need to go. He's dragging you back. He's not even like, he doesn't even match your swag. Like, it would make sense to me if like he at least complimented you a little bit. Y'all got completely different swag. You have a like an alternative baddie look going on. And he looks like he going to the fucking Cheesecake Factory with his boys like all the time. Like, that's what he is. That's what he is. Okay, because remember I was like Bosnian, Albanian looking. He is Jewish. He's Jewish. Because I'm like, you look like you ethnic, but you're not. Like, I couldn't put my finger on it. He's Jewish. Okay. So that's why you call him pasta and lobster, because his people probably got money. But no, he's not. Girl, you better start looking at his uncle or his cousin or something. Yeah, he got the fro faded. It's faded, but he still got his little beard. Yeah, girl, you better start talking to his older brother or his cousin. No, for real, because look, you said Albanian men are not to be played with. I think Albanian men are actually very attractive. I don't know. Maybe I just grew up around a lot of Albanian and Bosnians living here. But yeah, I knew this one Bosnian man. His name was Sanad. He was tall. Oh my gosh. I just remember being like, where are you from? He's like, oh, I'm from Bosnia. I was like, oh shit. Then there was another, what's his name? Conrad. He was Albanian. yeah, they just look like very, very tall white men. Just think very, very tall, blonde hair, blue-eyed white men. Like, yes, they are very tall. But let me get into these text messages. I just had to look to see what he looked like, because my girl talking about she still like him and all this. Girl, he need to go. I just can't get over how disrespectful he was. Like, you should be glad I want to wear any of your ugly ass clothes. Like, you have fashion sense. This man shops at the Target graphic tee display section. I'm gonna need him to come correct. Like, I literally would have cash apped him $5 and been like, go to the store and get you another goofy ass tee. You goofy. Like, oh, y'all say the Albanian girls are beautiful. Oh my God, the Albanian girls I went to in school, all of their names sound like princesses. Like the ends always had Ellas, and it'd be like something something Bella, something something Ella, something something Esta. Like it always sound like very magical. And I remember we had 2 cousins and they looked so different. One of the cousins looked like she had red hair, like orange hair, green eyes, freckles, but full Albanian. The other one had like all the dark features, like dark brown hair, and she had like olive skin. I was like, damn, where are y'all from? And she was like, Albania. I'm like, but bro look like blonde Jack and the Beanstalk. Like, how are y'all? Bruh. They have such a mix of culture over there. They all look so pretty. Quindressa, that's pretty. They would do like mix. I don't want to say the girl's name because it's like not common at all. But they would do mixes of Cinderella. So like instead of Cinderella, they would do like Sandyrella, or they would do like Beatrice-rella, stuff like that. And I would always know like, oh, okay, you're Albanian because like you got that hood ass name. Like you got that hood ass name. Right, Dua Lipa, very pretty, little Dula Peep. So let's see how this man redeems himself in these text messages after she saw his little self, because he looked little too. He looked short, little self at the mall. She said, number 1, oh God, 1, although that may not have been your intentions, it felt as though you made sure to get what you wanted out of this before things turned into us not speaking anymore. That's completely true. Not that I necessarily feel used though. Girl, fuck that. Stop doing that. Stop doing that right now. Lil sis, look at me. Stop doing that. Stop it. Stop it. There is nothing wrong with feeling. There is everything wrong with people that don't feel, okay? It is okay to tell someone you hurt my feelings. Because what are they going to do? Go around and brag and be like, yeah, you know, I really fucked her up. And then people are going to be like, ew, grow up. And then you're going to come to an age where really they're going to be like, all right, isn't it time for you to start a family, loser ass boy? Like, shut up. Don't ever feel bad for telling somebody you made me feel bad. Don't ever be like, oh, well, you know, I wasn't really that upset. Nah, because then what they're going to do is they're going to go around and say, well, she said she wasn't really that upset. So in 2024, before you send texts, because it's really hard to do when you're speaking, I want you to look at your texts and see, like, am I putting myself down or selling myself short before I even send the text? And I'm not trying to beat at you. I used to do the same thing. Like, that's why this is really making me feel for you, because it's like, fuck that shit. You really hurt my feelings, bruh. Like, it is what it is. She's talking about not that I necessarily feel used. Like, damn, I just should have known. Because before we started hanging out, I always had assumptions about you. And not all of them were true, but this one was. 2, I wish we had a conversation about what you really wanted, just because I tried to bring it up and you told me that you don't know yet. You continue talking to me because I don't remember the reason. And to me, it's like, just don't get involved with someone you know, especially if you yourself don't know what you want, including making basketball a priority and such. Now, your feelings are valid. What I would say to you as like a big sis in this moment is it's also your job to realize the real of what's going on. So if you're seeing that this person is juggling all these things and they're not making you a priority, and then when the only time they do see you, they try to use you as a sexual release, yeah, maybe I need to back myself up from you because you're confused. Like, then you can point the finger at him and be like, look, you are confused and you need to work stuff out. I know what I want. That's why I'm not fucking with you in that way until you get your shit together, right? Then it goes on to the whole, are you going to wait for me shit? Nah, bruh. No. Like, bruh, I'm telling you, as soon as you saw all this shit going on, or if you see anything similar in the future of like, okay, and this goes with friends too, because now when you're an adult and you make friends, it's like scheduling a fucking appointment. So if you're noticing every fucking time I'm trying to hang out with you, do something with you, there's stuff coming up, and then we're planning months out ahead, there's still no time that we're ever going to be on the same page. It's just not going to work. There's no bad blood. There's no beef. It's just not going to work, right? She said, number 3. The last TikTok that I sent you, yes, I remember everything and I see practically everything. Nothing passes by me. Like, it was a vid about 2 guys explaining how you know a man is wasting your time. And I sent that TikTok to you and a couple of my closest male friends, and you guys practically all had the same answer. And the reason it pissed me off so much is because the things they were saying is what you would do / say. And it's like, yo, you basically admitted to that in such a nonchalant way. Like, if I was supposed to be okay with that. Again, we learn this with age, and I'm not saying I didn't used to do this too. I've said this in a previous stream as well. All that you're doing right here is stimulating him. Why are you telling him the game he already knows? Like, this is something that you tell to like your little sis when you're like, look, this is what he was doing. He was playing in my face talking about this is what men do and was doing that to me, girl. So if they tell you straight up, believe them type shit, right? Don't tell him the game. He know the game. He did it on you type shit. Like, if anything, he's just getting that satisfaction of like, oh, my little tricks worked. Like, don't ever give these motherfuckers the satisfaction, an inch, none of it. Like, man, look, now he's about to go one by one on the different points she made. He said, whether you believe it or not, I did want to get to know you. I didn't do the best job because of the timing and everything, but I'm sorry for not being a better what? Being a better what? Being a better what? You cut that part off, friend. Now he's talking about the TikTok. I know the TikTok, and yes, those are things that guys do, and I'm sorry of the way I treated you. I didn't want you to feel used or anything because that's not even how I saw you. I enjoyed seeing you and talking with you, but sometimes it was just overwhelming for me with everything, and I wasn't able to handle it going on in my life, and I wouldn't want anyone getting into it, especially if I didn't know how I felt. And you said that comment you made about you just love starting shit or you have an attitude. Girl, why are you telling this man you be stalking his social media? Like, this is literally giving me high school. That's why I'm really trying to believe you. But it's giving high school because it's like, girl, why are you telling this man, like, girl, you don't got no play? Like, shit. This is what I was talking to y'all about, bruh. When you're pretty and you're not mean, this is what happens. This girl is so fucking pretty. She's so pretty, bro. You need to get a little bit of bitch in you. Like, I could tell the way you dress is to try to give people like, no, I got edge, leave me alone. Like, I do the same thing. Look, I'm wearing black and shit. I get it. But you need to actually put a little bitch in your voice, put a little bass in your voice type shit, because you are so fucking pretty. And if you keep letting people know you soft, they're gonna keep doing this shit. Because you over here telling, I've been watching you on social media and that one status that you wrote. And he's like, girl, I don't even remember like any of that. But I'm sorry if I offended you. Like, it wasn't meant to rile you up because I don't even remember. Like, you looking crazy, girl. He got you looking crazy as hell, bruh. This is crazy. Where's my little pin at? I'm like, shit. There we go. My dog going outside. She said, I don't really care if I sound like a child right now. I'm about to say, because it does sound like you throwing a temper tantrum. I'm not even going to hold you because I don't know what's going on right now. She said, I don't really care if I'm sounding like a child, but I shared a really sensitive moment / secret with you. And to me, it was for nothing. I'm going to tell you this, because this used to be another problem that I had when I was younger, is like the fear of opening up after being betrayed, because damn, I just told all these secrets for no reason. When I tell you, when you master the fact that your story is just a story and is not you, you're not going to give a fuck. Like, vulnerability, showing love, showing emotion is not a bad thing. I don't care how anybody tries to spin it. And the way they spin it is with shame. If people have problems with shame, then yeah, they're going to be insecure and lash out on you like, ew, you actually like care. That's what the word cringe comes from. It's all about shame, right? Shame based. So this shit, bruh, the whole I shared secrets with you, so fucking what? I know secrets about people I haven't seen in 10 fucking years. Like, what is that going to do for me? What is that going to do for me? You know? I don't know. Here, I'm going to finish this up. Let me know if y'all could see me okay on Twitch. Because I know the recording for YouTube is fine, but I just want to make sure y'all can still see me. She said, I shared that secret for nothing because after we got into the back and forth when I was at the club the next week and just never spoke again, like I got vulnerable for absolutely no reason. And that's a topic I already don't share with people. And the only reason why I shared it with you is because I thought one day we would end up having sex and you would understand why. Oh, fuck, dude. Girl. Respect is earned, and it's not earned by giving access to your body. I really hope that you have some, and this is with love, like this is with love, because I know you keep hearing me say, I used to do this, I used to do this, I used to do this. And what made me start analyzing those behaviors was therapy. Like, you're gonna have to go to therapy. It looks like you were probably like me and grew up in a very emotionally unavailable home where emotions and vulnerability is a major ick, and where you never admit when you feel bad because you're inconveniencing someone else. And I'm not going to put anything else on you, but me personally, I was abused as a child. And when I was your age, I did have certain problems with sex and like what people deserve to get because of sex. So I feel like you might need to take a step back from the dating shit, because we're not all hard body creatures. Shit, I'm not a hard body bitch. I can't go fuck Uncle Ernest for $1,000. I can't. Like, I'm just not built like that. And you're not built for no situationships. And that's okay. We're all wired differently, right? I would take a step back from this dating shit and get into you and start pouring into you, building into you. This guy sucks. Like, he reminds me of so many dirty little white boys I'd have met before. Like, he sucks. Like, I really don't understand. I think it's just the fact that you were vulnerable with him about something very personal to you. I think that's it. Because it's like, what about him? I feel like you have an idea of him because all these actions I'm seeing, nothing about him is just like, oh, yeah, I get it. I get it. Because from the beginning, he's used you. Did he pay you for those tutoring sessions? Trying to act dumb like he don't know what the fuck's going on. So she said, I'm still bothered by the entire situation. I was genuinely being playful at the club, and I wasn't thinking too much into it. And I felt as though you took it as an opportunity to humble me or belittle me or make me feel like, nah, bitch, I would never like you like that. And that's why I went off a little on you. He said, I'm gonna be honest, I thought about this convo a lot and I felt really bad. Things didn't work out with you because you shared info with me. You shared your, truth with me or whatever. And I'm not mad at you for doing it. I'm just upset with how I acted, because if you were able to trust me with such sensitive and personal info, then I should have been nicer, and I feel terrible about it. It did help me not the manic pixie girl. Talking about it helped me understand a lot about the way that's another thing, girl. The way you look, you're pretty, you're alternative. These niggas about to be using you as some type of little project to make them discover about they damn self. He over here talking about, it helped me understand. Nobody even talking about you, bruh. What are you talking about? You opened my eyes to new perspectives and just helped me understand. I'm just so sorry how I acted. I don't remember about the back and forth with you at the club. Girl, he trying the fuck out of you. Like, oh my God, I would block him. Are you serious? So you don't remember the main reason why I don't fucking talk to you? That's crazy. And shout out to Mimi in the chat, all the way from Minnesota. Shout out to you, friend. Oh, wow. She said, you said you're never really in a situation where it's you being chased after, but that's just hard to believe because on your behavior with me closer to the time when we stopped talking, because that should have also been a red flag. If a man is telling you his usual MO is him chasing women and he's not chasing you, that means he's not interested in you. Like, that should have been that. Said, yes, I'm relying on this. So hold on. Let me go back up. It's just so hard to believe based on your behavior with me closer to the time when we stopped talking because, again, yes, I'm relying on this athlete thing because they just genuinely get the most girls. So usually doing the bare minimum works out for you guys. And because I didn't want just the bare minimum, I felt like I was asking for too much to a point where I second-guessed double texting, asking for... That's some bullshit, too. I used to have a little couple at my high school. He was on the football team, and he used to get his girl all types of shit for Valentine's Day, and the whole being an athlete shit is not an excuse because those same athletes find time to go hang out with the bros. They find time to go to drink kegs and shit like that. And then a lot of it's all misogyny and shit. So they probably feel pressured to not do things for their woman or their partner because of the boys club bullshit. But yeah, that's not an excuse. I was not lying about being chased, he says. I really just don't be out there like that, and I stay to myself. Typical athlete, me? Nigga, shut up. Like, you're being dumb now. You're being dumb. Talking about me? No. I don't look for that. I don't think you were asking for too much. I just think I wasn't in the place to offer things like that to you. And you said, I don't want you to apologize just because it's the right thing to do or feel bad. Like, girl, he even has a black man's name. Like, I am not about to play with you. That's his real name. Girl, this is a whole wigga. Like, this is... She said, I did like you for real. And yes, I understand that wasn't the case for you, but this just looks like a big ass L for me. It's really not, bro. Like, just pretend they don't exist. I promise you. And then whenever people, didn't you go out with him? No, I've never met him before. I promise I've never met him. Girl, make up a fucking great auntie. And like, I swear on my great auntie Pearl, I do not know that man. Like, it never happened. Just live in Delulu land, bro. I promise you. I promise you. Just live in Delulu land. Talking about damn Jamal. Oh my gosh. She said, I really wish you well. And whatever personal issues you have, I genuinely hope you overcome them. And he said, that's just how I genuinely feel. Thank you. Same to you. Wow. Yeah, girl, I don't know why you like him anymore. There's nothing to like. And I hope you know, if he hits you back up, it's going to only be for sex. Because if you're telling the truth and y'all never went all the way, there is still something for him to get out of this. But if y'all really if y'all did go all the way, I would just leave him the fuck alone. If you didn't go all the way, he's going to keep pursuing you to try to get it because now he knows that he can get back in as long as he says sorry. You get what I'm saying? So I would leave that alone. Pretend you don't fucking know him. date other people and just call it a fucking day. Unfollow. You don't even gotta block him. Just unfollow him everywhere. If you want to do a little razzle dazzle, make him unfollow you. Like, this isn't even block territory yet. But as of right now, we need to keep our distance and set some boundaries. Because this is crazy. And thank you. Your standards can never be too high. That is some bullshit. That is some BS. That is some BS, bro. If any, like, I don't care. Bruh. This right here, this costs $6. If he wanted to, he would. This costs $6 and one trip to the Dollar Tree. Bro, you know how many grown men I seen doing this shit? And I only bought these balloons for the stream. You know how many grown men, young men, little kids with other family members buying their moms gifts and stuff? Like, if he wanted to, he would. Shit, even there's men in jail making cards for bitches. If he wanted to, he would. Like, period. I just hate that for people, that they be having all these fucking excuses just to do the fucking bare minimum. But let him have a daughter, though. Let him have a daughter in the future. I bet he would want his daughter to have certain shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, look, I was talking on the other stream on Monday. We were shooting the shit on TikTok, watching TikToks, and we were talking about, like, having kids and stuff. And another reason why I would really love to have a daughter is so that I can see my daughter getting all of that from her dad. Like, all the stuff I didn't get, like, getting spoiled, like being a little princess, getting, like, getting the Valentine's Day stuff, so that when she does go to a place like this in life where she does have other men courting her, she realizes, like, oh, well, my daddy be doing this. Like, well, my dad be doing that. So what? Well, shoot, I guess you're not my Valentine because my dad got me some balloons at home. You can't even give me no fucking balloons. That's crazy. Like, or I like again, I take it with a grain of salt, but I do like her content, Miss Shira. Sprinkle lady. I like how she tells her daughters, like, she doesn't make her daughters do shit for free in the house. And that's one of the things that I was raised on with my mom is, if my mom wanted me to clean some shit up, she gave me money. Like, if my mom wanted me to do something, it was very, like, conditional to show, like, bruh, your labor is costly. Like, no man should ever be having you being Molly maid in the fucking house. Like, that costs money. If you ain't paying, no. You know? A lot of stuff like that prevents the Dusties of the world reigning, because this makes no sense how this man at the motherfucking Nike store, at the Foot Locker, can't even buy you a pair of shoes. That's one thing. You got a discount at the Foot Locker. I can't get no fucking shoes. You know he be buying himself some shoes. I don't know, friend. I just hope that you get over him. Like, I know looks aren't everything, but you are so pretty. You are so fucking pretty. You're so artistic. You have all these different looks. Like, you express yourself through clothing. You have all your cute little, like, face jewelry and stuff. And he just looks like, you know how I said earlier, like Ken. Like, he just, hi, I'm Ken. Like, he don't even fucking belong. He does not belong. He does not match. He don't match. He's just causing problems. And then he's like the shortest fucking basketball player I've ever seen. And on that note, I'm going to move on, because that just makes me so mad when I see, like, a beautiful young woman at the beginning of her shit and, like, just getting ravaged by the Dusty. Like, it's just so annoying. Yes, the moms and the dads definitely set the standard when you're growing up. Because when you are out on your own in the outside influence, you use that as reference. And one thing I will always tell my kids when I have them is, the world fucking sucks. It's hard out there. So in here, we gonna do the work. Like, we're gonna be, this is your safe space, because the world fucking sucks. You got to deal with dusty bitch men like this, where you can come home, you can be with your father, and he'll get you hot chocolate and a warm blanket and ask you about your day. And these fuck boys, like, it is what it is. It is what it is. But yes, I don't know why the beautiful women like to be with the basic men. This next story that I'm about to read is another, like, she is very pretty. Your teeth, oh my God. I would die to have teeth like yours. They're so white and straight. No veneers. These are natural, period. This is kind of the same genre of man. Almost. It's given, it's given like Middle Eastern maybe. He's either Middle Eastern or Dominican, one of them. This one is just called relationship advice. If you guys have any advice on how to get over an ain't shit ass boy, like please put it in the comments for our friend. She deserves so much better. She really does. Like she really does. I still stand by. I would get into go to group counseling if you can, or get traditional therapy. I would really get introspective, because if we can, I feel like it's more of a cringe to hit the ain't shit ass dude up and explain yourself than it is to just have been done wrong by an ain't shit ass dude. He ain't shit. That's what ain't shit dudes do, But you're a boss. Bosses don't double back, okay? So give her some advice. But let's get into this next story. So, relationship advice. Point blank, period. Hey, Naja, thank you so much for reading. I have been watching you for years and absolutely love the Tribe Teas. Well, thank you so much, friend. And I am hoping to get some relationship advice. My head is all over the place, and I don't know what to think or do. So I am a 24-year-old Taurus woman with a 23-year-old Taurus male. Wow. Shout out to all my Taurus out there. Now look, in my Gemini relationship, it be our fucking mouth that be getting us into trouble. It be our fucking mouth. Like we really be having to watch what we say to each other when we have like verbal altercations on some Gemini shit. Do both of y'all compromise when you argue? Because that just sounds like a rock and a hard place. No pun intended, right? You talking about bumping heads? Y'all said y'all bumping heads bad. Like, damn. Taurus, and you're the older person by a year. But I'm just saying, you're the older one. We've been in a relationship for over a year and a half and have been seeing each other for over 2. I moved out from my parents and moved in with my sister in 2022. Last year, she got pregnant. Oh, congrats. Auntie alert. And we decided it was best not to live together anymore. Oh, she tripping. I want to live with my niece or nephew. I'm going to help you out, at least for like the first few months. See, that's what people think. They think, oh, I want to be by myself. No. Come on down. Come on fucking down. Like, and especially your sister, like, that's so sweet. But I get it. She probably wanted her space with the baby and everything. Like, But my original plan was to move back in with my parents. But my boyfriend came to me and said he was ready to move out and move in with me. Okay. Hey, shout out to Pretty Obvious for giving me and Daniel our props. They said Daniel and I are a bad example of bad communication because we have the best agree to disagree skills I've seen in a while. No, I agree. It's took time. I can agree to disagree and vice versa. However, I will say, like, if we get into an argument, we have to watch our mouth, because if we say something and it like triggers, I've noticed with us, we've been together for so fucking long. It's like a 1-up type thing where it's like, oh, you thought you ate? Boom. Oh, you thought you ate? Boom. And now one of us, why would you say that to me? Like, bruh, nah, it doesn't do anything for anybody. So like, we'll just be like, hey, bruh, we getting to that point, chill, bruh. We getting to that point. Let's regroup, and then we'll chill, and then we'll regroup, talk it out, and be like, okay, I understand, or boom, bam, whatever. A lot of the time, it's just a miscommunication. It really is. It really fucking is. It really don't even be that deep. But yeah, thank y'all. Thank you. We be trying. We really try. So the man wants to move in with her new man. So keep in mind, at this time, this man has lost his job. Why do you want to move in and you lost your job? Okay. He lost his job, which is what he wants to pursue as a career. Damn. He's still working though, but he used to have 2 jobs and now he's down to 1. So money isn't the issue throughout the story, or so he claims. Yeah, I don't know. Because even if he is financially okay, if that job that he had was connected to the degree or the career he's trying to do, now you're going to have depression. You're going to have inadequacies. Like his masculinity could take a hit. Like this is just a little too much change going into, you know, the new apartment. But every time we would search, I'd ask him, are you 100% sure? Because I didn't want to rush him. And he assured me he's ready. And we moved out together in October of 2023. Oh, shit. You're still in the lease. Holy. October, November, December, January, February, March. Yeah, you're still in that bitch. Oh, my God. Friend, what did you do? Woo! Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. Now comes the end of January 2024. He still hasn't found the job he's been looking for, and it's been 7 months. He has his bachelor's but does not want to pursue a career in it. Wants, needs. Come on, Papa, you are the man of the house now. We need to get it together. What do you mean? What do you mean you don't know if you want to do that? Wants? He better get creative. It's 2024. If you got an associate's in math, you better go try to be an accountant somewhere and beef your shit up. Like, all you got to do is get in the door somewhere. Bro, lie your fucking ass off. They'll teach you how to do stuff. What? Oh, my God. Y'all in the chat calling her the sugar mama. Oh, my gosh. He still hasn't found a job. He has his bachelor's, doesn't want to work with it. He's been applying at entry-level jobs, using recruiters, nothing. And one day he comes home from work and tells me we need to talk. The conversation caught me by surprise because I thought our relationship was going good. So this is the gist of the talk. He told me he feels empty inside. Yep, it hit his masculinity. He is not happy nor sad, but he feels like he has no purpose. It's been 7 months and he's not been able to find a job, and that he needs to focus on his future and career. He feels that being with me puts a lot of pressure on him, and in the long run, with him feeling like he's not able to give me the affection and treatment I deserve, and it's going to hurt me and drive me away. He says he hasn't even put thought into Valentine's Day. Oh, wow. Or our birthday trip that's in May. Wow. Yeah. He's asking for a break. He doesn't know how much time he needs, but he says he needs to do this alone and figure himself out and then later fix our relationship. He mentioned how he's been feeling this way since the beginning of January and how he's been forcing affection with me. Oh, wow. Which really confused me because he would send me little cutesy videos and messages all the time. So it was just really messing with my head. So I'm going to tell y'all this. I just saw this video on YouTube, and y'all should go and watch it because it's very, very interesting. See, what's it called and who is it by? Here we go. It's by Intellectual Media, and it's called The Black Love Problem. She is a historian. Awesome editing style. I love the edits in her videos, and very informative. And the question she was asked was mainly about black love, but at the end of the video, the conclusion is that marriage statistics are pretty much, when it comes to men deciding if they're going to settle down or be serious or whatever, comes down to their economic stability. And that's why there is all of these talks and problems about black love, because of redlining, the not giving reparations, systemic oppression. Black people are constantly being put through the fucking ringer economically. They can never get it the fuck together, right? They're never giving us the fucking chance. Whereas the white counterparts in the 50s, the lower class white people were now middle class. And, you know, that, what is it? I guess paranoia of I'm not going to be able to provide decimated and was able to boom. Emphasize baby boom, right? Everybody was making babies and hunching. back to my point, it does not matter what is the race, what your race is, or what. If you are the masculine presenting person in your relationship and you're taking on that role, you are the man in your relationship, you're going to feel that insecurity. You're going to feel emasculated. And usually weak-minded men will lash out on the woman, put their hands on her, cheat on her, whatever, because it's true when they say you need to have money to be in a relationship. If you don't even got $8 for the balloon, I know you can't feed yourself or wipe your ass. You need to worry about you first, right? So that's how I already called it. I already knew this is going to hit his masculinity. He's going to feel insecure. And it's not so much about him being sexually attracted to you. He just feels like he literally got a small, like he feels emasculated. He's like, damn, I can't even provide for the bitch. Just saying. Hey, shout out to Brit Brat. Damn, say that shit 10 times. Thank you so much for hopping in. But yes, intellectual media on YouTube, and it's called The Problem with Black Love. And it breaks down economically, not all these like Twitter think pieces that are like filled with self-hate and all that shit. Like, it's an actual historic breakdown of marriage, documenting marriage in the United States amongst not just black people, but other races of people too, showing how our economy is very tied tightly to wanting to settle down with people, wanting to move out with people, wanting to start families with people. And it's not just the U.S., because if it was, then they wouldn't have free healthcare, free childcare and shit like that in other countries that are fucking flourishing, right? So he said, I didn't think this through. We struggle loving right now. He said, I did not think this through. This is not what I wanted in my head. So her rebuttal to him was, I explained to him, I'm willing to stand by him. I'm willing to stand by him in any way possible. And in a relationship, we're supposed to work together through the ups and downs. But friend, he's telling you he's throwing in the towel. He's telling you it's too fucking hard. He's telling you it is too hard. He can't keep himself afloat, and he doesn't want to feel like a bum. He thinks that you deserve more than a fucking bum. Don't convince him otherwise. Like, oh my gosh. I don't understand what pressure being in our relationship brings him. Girl, he sees you as wifey material. That's the pressure. He sees you as wifey material, and he doesn't want to be a fucking bum. And he knows you deserve more. That's what's going on. Now, the whole wait for me shit, like I said in the last story, that whole wait for me, that's usually what they do when they realize, oh my God, I got a good one, but I got to get my shit. Nah, bro. No, bro. No. How about you do you, and you work on you, and you make sure you're good before you add somebody else to your life type shit. Like, damn. So he mentioned how he's been feeling this way since January and everything. I just explained to him I'm willing to stand by him. I don't understand what pressure being in our relationship. We literally split everything 50-50. Girl, he's trying to tell you he doesn't have 50. That's what he's trying to tell you. I'm getting the vibe. He don't even got 20. So we split everything 50-50. He pays when we go out or eat, but we barely do anymore. We cook and clean 50-50, and I don't ask for money for anything. We both come from Latino culture, so I know he wants to provide for me, and that's why he says he can't give me what I deserve. And that is the pressure. That's the pressure. That's the pressure. That is it right there. If you're like, I don't know what it is, that is it right there. He sees a genuine future with you, and I think he's panicking because he don't got his shit together. I feel like he thinks he found the one before he got his shit together. When it's like, bro, if you really want this to work, you know how many men work jobs they don't like just to be with their girl? Bro, I'm not trying to put my man business out there. Like, around the time we first met, my baby went and said, I need a job. And he went and slang some fucking boxes. And God is so funny because he got a job offer the next day. He literally went to a factory and slang boxes for a whole day. And then got a call and was like, yeah, we got you a desk job. Like, if he wanted to, he will, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. My boy should have got his fucking degree, hit the streets, and got a paying job with that degree. I would have put all my effort into that. Because, man, you need to look. Because I agree with you. You know, like, through the good and the bad. If you want to be with somebody, you be with, but if he's not trying to his fullest potential, fuck that. And he's already telling you he giving up. Fuck that. He's like, girl, I'm done. After our conversation, it was like a light switch. He wouldn't talk to me, hug me, kiss me, cuddle, nothing. We could barely make eye contact. Out of hurt and anger, I made him break up with me, and it was harsh. Throughout the whole conversation, he stated he didn't want to end the relationship or lose me, and that he just needed time to figure himself out and fix us. No, you need time to stack your fucking paper up, bro. If you're like, be real, bro, be real. Just say, I need time to stack up my paper so that I could give you what we need. But he don't want to stack up the paper. Man. I decided to give him a break. You know he's about to just go stick his little peen into stuff. He's not about to do anything productive but go and fuck people and then justify it. Like, bruh. Because you really don't need to go on the break to get financially right. You really don't. What do you need to be on the break for? Do you want a break to go live with your parents? That's reasonable. I'll be like, hey, I want to stay in a relationship, but I got to move back in with my parents so I could stack up. And then we could redo this moving out thing. Like, what the fuck? I didn't give him a specific time because I didn't want him to feel rushed. But mentally, I gave him 6 months to get his shit together. If he's not able to figure himself out by then, it's time to let go. Girl. We discussed boundaries and what to expect on this break. Y'all be killing me with these breaks. Break up. Like, what is a break? Break up. And then if you find yourself later in life, 10 years down the line, great. But 6 months? Just say he needs to go fuck other people. Like, oh my goodness. So she said mentally, I'm going to give him 6 months. If he's not able to figure himself by then, it's time to let go. We discussed boundaries and what to expect on this break. And if this is truly about mental health and focusing on ourselves, then there's no need to meet new people. And he agreed. We're still going to respect each other and the boundaries, and we're still both on the same page. So are y'all still going to live together? I had to decide what I wanted to do with the apartment. At first, he wanted to stay with the apartment and take on the bills. He said bruh, this nigga. What is it? What is it? What's not clicking, Steven? What is it? Do you have the money or not? So now you're about to take over the whole rent? But before you couldn't hang? So because you couldn't spend $8 on these little stupid ass balloons, you talking about you need... Am I tripping? Or did he not say that? So, hold on. He wants to stay with the bills all by himself, and I was going to stay with my parents. Now, let me steer off for a minute and explain to you the main problem we have in the relationship. Okay, girl. I feel like I'm not prioritized, and he does not keep me in consideration a lot of the times. And we've had multiple discussions about it. He's the type that if he's watching something on his phone or messaging someone and I'm talking to him, he completely locks me out. In fact, I'm not a saint, and I remember one of our arguments, I said, maybe if you focus on getting a job, then all your little friends and all the sports you watch, then maybe you would have one by now. I know that hurt him, and I instantly regret it. I feel like he's only cutting me out, although he says he's distancing from everyone, and he still hangs out with his friends and family. He's always on his phone laughing at his group chat. Girl, he's seeing another woman. He's got another bitch. I don't know how to tell you this. He on that group chat kikiing with her. Damn, bless me. Sorry. Too much bullshit in there. She said, I feel like I'm his problem. But he swears up and down that I'm not, and that I've done nothing but be the best partner in the world, and it just all confuses me. Anyway, I decided I'm not leaving my home, period, because you know he's about to just be smashing bitches in there, bro. If he's the one going through something and not willing to work it out in the relationship, then he is the one that when he has someone who's willing to stick by his side and support him, and he's the one that wants to break the space, it seems like I'm the one he's shutting out. And then why do I have to pick up my things and leave? Well, he agreed with me staying. He agreed with me staying, and his name is still going to be on the lease, and he's going to help me with the rent. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's perfect, actually. The sad thing is, and the reason why I do think that there may be another woman involved is because a real man would have just broke up with you and been like, hey, this is a mistake. I can't afford a relationship for real. Like, this is too much. You were right. We shouldn't have moved in. A real man that wanted to be with you would have said all that and then would have said, I'm going to go stay with my parents. Like, you see the end result y'all have now? That would have been the first result. They would have been like, I'm going to go stay with my parents. I still want to be in a relationship with you. I just don't think we should live together right now so I could stack up my money. And then you take over. Like, honestly, I feel like that should just be your apartment. How do y'all feel? Let me put the chat on the screen. I think that should just be her apartment. Like, if he would have just been real about it and said, I can't afford to do it. I still want to be with you. I just need time to get my shit together. And just let you have that apartment, live in his own apartment. He comes over, visits you type shit. In my opinion, that would be him saying he wants to still be there. But this, it's almost like you're like begging him to do right. Because if it was up to him, you would be out on the street. He would be in there kikiing with his friends on the phone in the group chat and having God knows who over at the apartment. Oh, my bad. I don't know. She says that she thinks that there's some mental health stuff going on and he just doesn't know how to deal with it. I don't like how he's pushing me away when I want to help him. And I'm not sure if this has anything to do with anything, but someone close to him suffers with depression. And for years, they've been trying to help him, but it seems like they don't want to be helped. When I brought it up to him that it sounds like depression, he got defensive and said, I know what depression looks like. I want to truly believe that he's going through something, but I can't help but overthink everything. He assures me he still loves me, wants us to work out. I'm willing to give him some time and fight for our relationship. I just don't know. This hurts me a lot, and I've been crying nonstop. It just feels like he's giving me nothing to work with. Sorry for the long message. I hope it all makes sense. Any advice is useful, and here is some pictures of us. We got our Texas hat that I was talking to y'all about. But I swear, there's only like 5 brands of men. Being a woman, it's just so much fun. We have so many different body types and sizes. And like, you know, there's literally like 5 types of dudes. Man, look. Honestly, friend, you've kind of already set up the boundaries and like set up what y'all are going to do and everything. So I guess that's just what y'all are going to do. However, if I was you, I would just be ready. He's about to do some dumb shit if he hasn't already. If he doesn't already have another woman, he's about to get one on this break and then justify it with the break. I feel like he's probably been talking to somebody, and then because he loves you and shit and doesn't want it to be a stripe and he does see a future with you, he's like, well, shit, because I thought it was financial, but then he's over here talking about he could still pay your half of the rent. So either he's about to leave you high and dry one of these months and like not pay for it, or he could afford it the whole time and he just really wanted this break. Why do you want the break? It's giving, oh, well, technically we're on a break now, so we can smash and I won't have to hold any guilt. I don't know, friend. And y'all are very early in the relationship, too. You've only been together for, 2 years? Yeah. This is around the time where if they was about to cheat, it's about to happen. And maybe I'm projecting, but Taurus men be cheating, dog. They be cheating, and he's only 23. He's only 23, friend. Like, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Sorry, I keep sniffling. That sneeze whooped my ass. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know. He looked like a cheater too, bro. This shit sucks. Cause you said you about to fight for your relationship and shit, but it doesn't seem like he is. He doesn't want to get the certain job. He doesn't want to. Man, this just don't sound good. In my IMO, in my opinion. But hey, we shall see, man. We shall see. Let me know what he's doing. As of now, like, when did you send me that? Okay, so I want to know, since you guys are on this break now, did he get you anything for Valentine's Day? Did he even send you a text? Does he call you to check up on you? Like, what's going on? Is he still in the apartment? Is he not in the apartment? Let us know. Me personally, I feel like you're just not good. Something is up. I know something is up. It's just you can't really like say anything without definite proof. You can't be like, oh, you're cheating, because then he could twist it and be like, oh, you're insecure. You're trying to put all this shit on me. So like, all you can really do is sit back and watch. That's all you could really do. Me personally, I wouldn't even have done the break shit. I would have just broke up. Like, I would have just broke up and been like, hey, your name's on this lease. I'm going to need you to keep paying that half. Like, there really is no point. Like, what are we doing? That's just so random. Because I get moving out. I understand if you're like, this is a mistake. It's a little overwhelming for me. You've moved out before with your sister. I've never moved out. Like, this is a little too much. I don't like taking care of you in the house is just too much. I need a break. Go to my parents. That's different than being like, I need a relationship break. And I'm about to stay in this apartment and you about to leave. What? Who came up with that plan? The other bitch? Like, that's why I'm like, I don't know. I wouldn't put it past them, but there's no definite proof. So I get why you don't want to just like pounce on that, right? So yeah. Give them some advice in the comments below, because I know something fishy is going on. We just don't have any proof. But that whole kikiing on the phone shit, that whole not touching me and giving me distance and all that shit. Yeah, I don't know. Would not put it past them. But that is pretty much all I have, because I think I'm going to save this last story for my next stream so that it can be lengthy, because I think we read a lot of stories yesterday. But that's all I got. Let me see. Do I have another little update that I could read, like a little short one? Because I have something short, I can do that. But anything other than that, not really. What is this? Is this an update? Who is this? I'm scared. What is this? Oh my gosh. Okay, here's an update on the fine yet bitter psychopath. Okay? And to refresh you guys' memory, if you guys want to go and see the exact stream, it was on December 12th, it was December 13th. December 13th, 2023 on that stream. The fine yet bitter psychopath. And to refresh y'all memory, this guy was a mess. Like, the ultimate mess. She found him off Tinder like a fucking what do they call them? Like a pound puppy. She said he was fine, child, anyway. But he had said he's an ex-military, just got out of a long-term relationship with a woman he thought he would marry. She cheated on him. What's new? That's that military shit. And then he's in therapy, but he really doesn't like black women. Oh yeah, this is the guy who's in therapy about himself, and then he just has like self-hatred with black women. His mother is a black woman. Like, he has like some deep-seated issues. Like, he over here be saying things like ghetto, ratchet, bitches, and females. He says stuff about fat people. He saw a video of a woman who allegedly told her daughter to lie and say her dad was touching on her to get custody, and he proceeded to say, "This is why I can't fucking stand black mamas." Baby need therapy. He needs shock treatment, bitch. Oh, wow. Talking about, I hate sexy red. That nasty ghetto bitch has herpes. Bitch, get sued. Like, her existence literally disgusts me. Well, good thing she don't know you exist, because what the fuck? And you were dating this? Does he not see what you look like? Because I'm looking at a picture of you right now. Like, he might be like straight jacket crazy. Like, I'm telling y'all, that black Twitter, red pill, Reddit bullshit, bro, be fucking a lot of these men up. Like, are you okay? You need, like, it's giving straight jacket, lobotomy, shock treatment. Thank you. He need to get off the internet. He needs to get off the internet. Like, that's a lot. Wow. Oh, yeah, I forgot. This is Mr. I'm a Good Man. He will never let a full 30 minutes go by without saying how good of a man he is. The sentence, I'm a good man, in his voice is burned into my fucking brain. Like, oh my gosh. Slowly stopped responding to this dude until it turned into him texting me. Oh yeah, this is also the guy that threatened to like drown her cat in the bathtub. Like, actual psycho. Like, that's why I'm like, he needs to get put away. He needs to go to let me not say that joke, because that's an actual asylum. He need to go somewhere, girl. He need to go somewhere, because this is intense. Talking about, I hate cats. I'll throw it in the like, bro, are you dumb? Oh my God, the cat is so fucking cute. Yeah, he's the dude that looks like bruh from Power. The one with the that looked like a koala bear. The one that be fucking Superhead, who she claimed is the father of her baby or whatever. I keep forgetting his name, but that's what he looks like. He looks like a Power character who has a lot of self-hatred on the inside, because what the fuck? And she did say that she's no longer with him no more. Here, let me put my little chat box up here. She did say she's no longer with him anymore. Yes, Dre. Yes, Dre from Power, him. She got a boyfriend. Okay, this boyfriend is an actual pasta and lobster, okay? No, he's not an older white man. However, he looks like he, goes fishing on the weekends, girl. And I'm looking at a picture of him with a pit bull in his arms, and he still look like pasta and lobster. Like, this looks like a white man. Like, this is what we were talking about. He got a yard. He looks like he could at least be like 29, 30, 31. He does have his beard, but he got some hair on his head, and he's holding a pit bull, and he looks like pasta and lobster to me. This is what I'm talking about when I imagine, like, I could see him wearing some Skechers. That's what I'm imagining when I'm seeing it. So yeah, now she dating her. She dating a little new man now. She talking about, we gonna call him Trevor. And, he involved me how his schedule is going to be looking. And, he asked her to be his boyfriend. But he has a 6-month apprenticeship. Oh, I remember. So the new man's probably going to go out of town soon. So let me read exactly what she said. Mr. Trevor, the new man, just informed me how his schedule will be looking in 2024, so I can know what I'm getting myself into if we decide to date, because I might not see him as often as I want to. He works in retail but just graduated from barber school and accepted a 6-month apprenticeship. Good for him. So, and he started this in January. So he'll be doing both jobs full time with 1 off day a week. Not to mention, we live on opposite sides of a very big city in the state. And it's 50 minutes away without traffic from one house to another. Despite that, I'm willing to make it work because I like seeing him and I want to see where things go between us. And hopefully time will fly and I'll see him again. Now, back to the self-hating ex. I told him a few days ago that we're not going to be back together and that I need him to come and get his shit from my house, period. As you should. As you should. As you should. So, y'all are funny talking about she got her a Westin. No, it's exactly, yes, exactly. Even the Westons give a little like wigger to me, little wigger vibes or whatever, but the older brother, the older Weston brother, he just gives me, he would go fishing with you. Like he would drive a pickup truck. Like he would, he looks like he could either drive a pickup truck or a Prius, you know? Other dude looked like he just got a Metro card. Like, I'm not about to play with that last dude, bro. I'm not about to play with him. I'm about to fire him up all fucking stream because he got my girl so fucked up. Like, you got yourself an alternative baddie and you over here trying to embarrass her in the fucking club. How dare you? Like, and then you gonna act like you don't fucking remember. Well, bitch, I don't remember you. Ooh, I hope you block him. I hope you do him dirty in public, bruh. I hope you do him dirty in public. I really do. Like, the next time you go to the mall with your sister, whisper in her ear and look dead in his face and just start fucking laughing and walk away. Or go into the store and have him help you, like, try shoes on and be like, yeah, I'm buying my man some new shoes. Like, ooh. Like, look. That dude's just so disrespectful. Like, So, yeah, she told other dude, back to this, she told bruh that, you know, get your shit. It's over. I got a new man and he nice to me. He talking about he happy for me and he knew things were never going to be fixed after he treated me the way he did. And he only did it because his friend told him that being mean to me would help create the space that we need. I remember that because I'm like, need for what? What? So here is the newest update. So, hey, girlie. Hey, friend. Thank you for reading my story. I think we got some things mixed up. So, let me clear them up and just give a final update. So, 1. London, the dude who she used to date, the anti-black dude, never came to my house. I always used to go to his. So, then why did I just read verbatim? You said, I told my ex a few days ago that we're not going to get back together and that I needed him to come get his things. He was keeping them here because he knew that once he took them back, it was over for good. I'm confused still. That did not clear anything up. Now I'm even more confused. So don't worry. He has no way of finding me unless we run into each other in public. Everything with him lasted maybe a month and a half tops, and we're never in a relationship. We just would do the do. You know, we were sneaky links. 2. The ex that said he was happy for me was a different person. The ex that said he was happy for me when I told him that we weren't going to work things out was the very first boyfriend I told you about in the beginning. The one that was being very mean to me when we broke up. And he and I had been together 3.5 years and it ran its course. So let me go back here and see. When did that happen? Oh, my ex and I broke up in July. It was supposed to be a break, but he was being mean to me. So you went backwards twice. You didn't go to the self-hating dude to tell him, hey, come and get your shit. You went all the way back to the first ex that was being mean. Girl, oh my, what is wrong with y'all? If y'all don't throw that shit in the fucking dumpster, like, you've already sat on 2 peens since he's been at your house. What the fuck is we hitting him up for? Girl, I would have been like, man, I'm too much of a player. I didn't even know your shit was in here. Like, what? Look. So the first dude, the first ex, He said he was being rude to me after he asked for a break because that's what his friend told me to do to get the space. Well, he got the space and you went ahead and lived your life. So I realized just how much I was gaslit in that relationship, though. It's a great example. A great example of his gaslighting is one of the last arguments we had when he broke up with me. We'd started arguing, and when I tried to disengage and stop responding, he just kept yelling and didn't even notice I wasn't talking to him anymore. It got so bad that I just yelled at him to shut up. Fast forward 30 minutes, and we're still arguing, and he goes, I don't know, it's because of insert abusive ex's name here as to why you like to argue so fucking much, but I just don't understand. And I just started crying because I'm like, man, look, I can't even have a normal conversation. And then he gonna start screaming at me again. Yeah, fuck these dudes, bro. So 3, y'all asked, where was London's dad, the self-hating dude? Where was London's dad? According to him, his mom had kept him from his dad until he was 8 and told him his... Oh my God, I'm so glad I read this shit, bro. Y'all are about to die, bro. Y'all are not even gonna believe what I'm about to say. And this is what I was talking about the other day, like ignorance is bliss. And when you get older and realize like some of the elders that decided to lay down and have you are like genuinely like, if you know sign language, like the woman that gave him birth and brought him into this world told him for the first 8 years of his life, and I want to get it correct, that LL Cool J was his father. For 8 years, this man's mama told him LL Cool J, LL Cool James was his daddy, bruh. Was his daddy, bruh. That's that type of shit. Remember when Shaq was like, you don't tell women, was it Shaq? I think it was, check me if I'm wrong. I think it was Shaq. Where he's like, you don't tell women like your deepest, darkest shit because they will throw that back at you and all that shit. I'm not even gonna hold you on some Gemini shit. If this nigga would piss me off, I'd be like, that's why you thought your daddy was LL Cool J? That's why you thought your daddy was LL Cool J. Like, where I really would have fired his ass up. You over here want to call somebody bitter and ghetto and sexy red. I'm like, bro, well, that's why you thought your daddy. Well, ask LL Cool J for some advice. Where your daddy at? Anyway, she said he kept his dad away from him until he was 8 and told him his dad was LL Cool J the entire 8 years. His aunt hated that. So she brought his dad to him, and he went to go live with his dad at 10 up until he graduated high school and went into the military like his father. So I'm assuming his father also had the same self-hating, bitter way of thinking, right? When his ass went ahead and laid up with a black woman and reproduced and all that, but I'm sure he had the same bitter way of thinking and uses this type of stuff to have his son walking around the world like this, being self-hating and bitter towards black women, because I'm sure his daddy was like, look, this is what these hoes do. They'll have you thinking your daddy LL Cool J. When it's like, sir, where were you those 8 years? Where were you those 8 years? And that's going to be the memo of today. If he wanted to, he would. That's even something I had to realize when I was coming of age, like about certain men in my family and shit too, because you are legally this child's father, sir. You have rights, sir. You could have went to the court system and said, I am being alienated from my child, sir. But instead, for a whole 8 years, you was doing you, and you're seen as the good guy. You're seen as the good guy when it's like, what were you doing for 8 years? I don't know. Because it's like, bruh, what, were you scared she was going to put you on child support or something? So the fuck what? That's your kid. Like, that he wanted to, he will. Girl. And I wonder if his dad is happily married or in a new relationship, or if he had any more children, or if he just viewed that whole era as a mistake and like constantly put all his bitterness and hate into his son. Because that's what it's sounding like. LL Cool J is wild. Wow. So, on to the new man. Trevor has actually already began his apprenticeship. He started in November, and I'm not going to lie, I do enjoy the space. In my other major relationships, we were always in each other's face all day, every day, right out the gate, making it nearly impossible to enjoy my time with them because it quickly just became another day. I see him every other week, and I'll just come to his house Saturday night, and I'll be there till Monday because I have a hybrid work schedule. That is so cute. Also, everything you mentioned about how a man shows you he wants you is exactly what he did when we were courting. He brought me flowers, came to my house when I was sick to bring groceries and do my laundry. And after our very first date, he texted me, I don't know what your intentions are for us, but I'm trying to be your man. I know that's right. Now, that is a pasta and lobster right there, baby. Yes. Yes, ma'am. He said, I know you probably have a roster or whatever, but I'm going to be number one, period. That is like that old school, like, I don't know. I love that for you. That's that old school, like, bro, you're about to be my wife. Like, I know I'm not trying to scare you or nothing. I'm not trying to, control you or nothing, baby, but just know. I'm about to be number one. That's the vibe I got from him. That's what's up. Said, I hope that cleared some things up. Thanks again for reading. Yeah, look. I'm praying for Mr. London. I don't wish this on nobody, but I just feel like when you don't acknowledge generational curses, they do happen again. Because just like his daddy, I mean, you're a very intelligent woman. Don't get me wrong. You're very beautiful too. But I get the vibe he's probably going to end up knocking up a sexy red type. All that, I hate BBL. I always make that joke. Whenever a man telling you how much they just hate something, but you rolling over and having sex with a black woman, living with a black woman, like, that don't make no damn sense. I really do foresee him knocking up a sexy red type and repeating his father's generational curses. And because he is going to hate his own decision and not want to be with the woman, he's probably not going to be in that child's life for the first half, and then blame it on her keeping him away from him, just like he did the mama. Because, like, I don't care what nobody says. You can't, if you are the biological father, you can't keep him away unless you done knocked up abroad in a different country where she could like run and shit. There is no keeping away. I don't give a, as long as they're in the United States of America, bruh, you could send a letter and let your presence be known. Like, hi, I'm the father of so-and-so, and I would like to be, kept in the loop of what's going on. There ain't no way that he's not going to repeat these patterns because he's looking everywhere outwards and he in therapy and his therapist ain't telling him this shit. So I really don't see him, flourishing into anything other than what he is right now, which is sad, which is very, very sad because according to him, he is a good man. He is a good man, damn it. He is one of our elite employees. No, he's not. You're fired, bitch. Get out of here. You say he's probably not telling his therapist. No, I read it. He be telling his therapist this shit, and his therapist just tries to bring it back to his mother when it's like, no, ma'am. See, that's the thing, like, therapist as a black person, bro. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Like, not saying any other race can't help you, but at least once, get a black therapist. Me, I like black women therapists. They're awesome too. I follow a lot of black men therapists on TikTok. It seems to me like he knows how to work the system. He's not an ugly man. He's not my type per se. I'm not gonna do him. He's not ugly. I could see how his self-grandiose behavior, his looks, can make somebody think that he's not as much of a threat, or maybe he's not hurting as much as they think. But bro is giving lobotomy straitjacket. Like, for real. You said you're spooked by male therapists. I feel like in order to be a male therapist, you have to master empathy. So a lot of them are not good. But the intersectionality of black male therapists, from what I've seen online, it's usually queer male black therapists that I follow. I'm not even going to hold y'all. I'm not even going to act like, it's that diverse. Nah, I've followed, because the intersectionality is very important. Because if I were to go to a certain therapist and say, I feel so overworked, like I always got to work. Like, say I'm in a single mom and I got 3 kids, father's not there, I got to work, I got to be strong. And then I got a therapist reaffirming that. Yeah, girl power, girl boss, you could do it. You're a mom. You got it. And it's like, bitch, the system ain't even paying me a fraction of what they gave you, bitch. I am in college debt. My baby's fighting at school and shit. The teacher calling me for the conference. Like, it's different, bro. It's different. There's systemic. It's so different. Like, we're just now getting into the era of the sprinkle shit, where now you have financial abuse going on, reproductive abuse going on. And these are things that are kind of foreign. So then when we're saying these, like, oh man, this is going on, they're like, oh my God, that's so great. That's so great. You work from home and he buys everything for you. Oh my gosh. And it's like, girl, I'm a slave. Like, what are you talking about? Look. Yes, empathy is very, very important. You have to master it, or else you're just another mean girl with a bachelor's. And a lot of doctors and therapists, unfortunately, especially because a lot of us forget, like, the pandemic hasn't been over that long. Like, a lot of the people here are Zoom University, okay? So, yeah, I just seen another video. I said it yesterday. Kids still don't know shapes. So, I'm just, let alone the area of the shape. They do not know shapes now. Okay, so we're in a new normal. But I'm done rambling. I'm sorry, y'all. I can go on for days. But that's all I got for today's Tribe Tea. Thank you guys so much for all of you that sent in an entry. Again, if you want your Tribe Tea on my channel, all you have to do is email me at tribetea@shopvoodoochild.com. It will be in the description below. Send me some stuff. I will read it here. Make sure you censor your receipts. Give some fake names. Make sure that some time has passed, so you've healed a little bit. It's not too fresh. And yeah, that's all I can think of. Stay tuned for content this week. I got my podcast coming up. I'm posting shorts throughout the weekend. I'm going to have some Valentine's Day vlogs, so check out my vlog channel. And yeah, there's going to be tons and tons of exciting stuff to come. So please stay tuned.